What's going on, people? It's your boy Tops back again. Apologies for the lateness. I had a bit of internet problems, but we're back. We're here. And yeah, 0-0 Newcastle versus Manchester City. Obviously, off the back of the 3 o'clock games and the 12:30 game. Ball into the area by Manchester City, cleared away by Livramento. And yeah, man. What a game of football, man. Manchester City and Newcastle obviously battling it out at the minute. But Newcastle are looking to try and give or get a win after obviously that defeat away at West Ham. This could be a chance here. Phil Foden cleared away, and it's a goal kick. They want a penalty. But yeah, man, crazy. But yeah, Liverpool losing 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest is a mad one. I can't lie. Absolute mad one, bro. I actually can't believe you, man, are losing like this. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, people are actually questioning slot out, slot in. I don't know what if it's obviously Mayhem's in the building as well. So yeah, I'm not sure what he thinks about the whole situation, but boy, it's kind of crazy. I don't know where that music's coming from. One sec. Where is this coming from, bro? Man, but yeah.
Eyes on the road. We're taking you out shopping. Crashing through the snow.
Where is this coming from, bro?
Now do you believe? There is more to Argos. Since when did you have taste? Hey.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, back to what I was saying. So yeah, crazy. Obviously they're just looking at a potential penalty as well. But yeah, man, big up obviously everyone in the building. Mayhem says Foden looks 92. Yeah, the AI we're AI in at a minute, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there, bro. But yeah, pick up yourself for the comment. This could be a chance for Newcastle. Donnarumma's in no man's land. He's cleared it away though. But yeah, all mad. Dear me. Newcastle on the ball again. Difficult place to go to. Here's Barnes on the left-hand side. Is that a foul there by Nunez? Referee says no. Play on. Shirky cleared away into the path of Haaland. Good defending there by Newcastle. But yeah, man, I don't know what's happening with Liverpool, bro. Like I said, Slot is under a lot of pressure now. And losing back-to-back games 3-0 in the Premier League, especially 3-0 at home to, at the time, Nottingham Forest were 19th. To lose 3-0 at Anfield is kind of damning, man, to be honest. And it could have been 4-0 if they would have allowed that goal that got disallowed. So, yeah, kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy. Big up my says Anthony Gordon and the 3 Bears. I said Elena Haaland. Nick needs a boot. That's crazy. These names, man. I just need Semenyo message. I just sent Semenyo a message on Insta asking him to join Liverpool. Next day, he did an interview when he glazed, obviously, Baby D. That's all I'm saying. What have you done to Gordon? Bro, it wasn't me, man. I'm trying my best here. It wasn't me. We're so asses for coming for me. We're getting relegated. I would say Slot sats in the morning, but I doubt he makes it. LOL. I don't know, man. I reckon you'll keep him, man, to be honest with you, for the foreseeable. But yeah, your record is kind of mad, though. 7 losses in 8 games or something crazy in the Prem, which is like literally relegation form. I think even Burnley got a better record than that at the minute. The last 8 anyway. So something definitely needs to change. And yeah, you can't be losing 3. Remember, you're the champions. You're like the Premier League champions. You won it last year. You can't be losing 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, man. That's crazy. Here's Doku, good defending there by Newcastle. But yeah, that's insane, bro. That can't run. I can't lie. So it does need to fix up in the quite quickly. Otherwise, he will get probably sacked. So yeah. Big up Tops is a fraud. It says my boy Gordon with a broken heart. I'm sorry about the thumbnail. Big up Kieran says never. Referee gave no penalty. So yeah, man. But yeah, going into the game, I feel like I think I had Man City to win this, to be fair, but that's a good play there by Doku. Good defending in the end. One handball, but I don't think it was. But yeah, I've gone for I went for Manchester City to win the game, but Newcastle's always a tough place to go to anyway. So I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, how it's going to end up. But yeah, man, big up Jake in the building. Says hi. Hope you are well. Hope you're watching the game. But yeah, man, obviously apologies for the late start, bit of a technical difficulties, but we're back here watching the game. 0-0 Newcastle versus Manchester City. 21 minutes gone. And from what I'm hearing from the commentary, Vertemaida had a chance, and then obviously Haaland had a chance as well himself. So yeah, this is my dad, and I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, build yourself, Jake. Hope you are well. But yeah, man, going on to the results. Obviously, Chelsea had a good win against Burnley away. Could potentially be a banana skin, but yeah, they showed a little bit of quality to comfortably beat them in the end, really. And then yeah, obviously I watched the Liverpool game. Crazy scenes. Like I said, it could have been 4-0 if it wasn't for them ruling out a goal. So yeah, man, shocking stuff, man. Other results, I think Bournemouth drew at home. I think Brighton beat Brentford in the end 2-1 after Eagle missed the penalty, his second penalty of the game. Fulham beat Sunderland, I think, and Crystal Palace won away at Wolves, who, yeah, I think they're definitely going to get relegated, man. They just don't look good enough at all. Here's Barnes. Newcastle playing all right, man. Barnes again, Vertemaida with a flick. And always a tricky place to go, man, especially away from home. That's why I'm glad we've kind of got them out of the way in the league anyway. Ball in by Murphy, and it's a bit heavy. It's going to go back to Hall. It's going to be a chance here for Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle just keeping possession. Share. My dad and my brother are in Newcastle to watch the game. Oh yeah, big them up, bro. Big them up, man. Hopefully they have a good time. Hopefully they win, man, or even a draw. I'd take, man. As long as City drops some points, it's crazy. Fingers crossed. Big up Tops is a fraud. It says Liverpool giving me 2023, 2024, Ten Hag, PSD, massive PSD. You know, it is feeling like it's going to be one of them seasons for them, bro. Bro, can we actually live in a world where Man United finish above them? Is that a bit cheeky or because boy, it's getting a bit dark for Liverpool, bro. I can't lie, man. 7 losses out of 8 is nasty, especially when you're Premier League champions as well. Like I said before, it's nasty work, man. So I don't know, brother. I don't know. I feel like potentially, because the thing is, it's not even a personnel thing. It's just how he's setting up the team, innit? In terms of like they're lacking a lot of physicality. They're lacking a lot of creativity without Trent spamming balls into a certain area quickly. And if they don't score the first goal, it just feels like they're not going to win the game. And obviously, sometimes you don't score the first goal in the Premier League. So whether it's when you can come back from being 1-0 down as well. So, yeah, man, crazy. Obviously, Salah, not the same player either compared to last season too. So, yeah, man, it's getting a bit techie for them, man. It's getting a bit techie. Real Madrid are such frauds, says Tops is a fraud. How do you lose and get dominated against this team? In the Champions League. Yeah, I know, man. I know, man. You know what it is with Real Madrid? I feel like, especially in Europe at this moment in time, they're very easy to predict. Like, if you're just compact, don't obviously let Mbappe get in behind and make them just go out wide because they've not got no aerial threat because they don't play Bellingham in that kind of false 9 like they did in the first half of the season, a couple of seasons ago when he first got there. They've got no aerial threat in it. But Mbappe's not great in the air. This could be a chance for Newcastle. Vertemaida. Oh, good save by Donnarumma. Should have been a goal, though, man. That should have been 1-0 running through on goal. But it's a great save by the Manchester City goalkeeper. That's why you need a top keeper in goal to keep you in the game, man. Great anticipation by Donnarumma. But Vertemaida should have scored that, man. Through on goal as well. Should have went in the other corner. That's like set up for like a Thierry Henry finish there, for sure, man. But yeah, good save though. But yeah, back to Real Madrid. Yeah, I feel like they are very easy to defend against in Europe, man. I think we did it obviously last season as well. We kind of just let them go down the wings and say, yeah, just cross it because we know aerially you're not gonna beat. I think we had was Gabriel injured? Yeah, Gabriel was injured, wasn't he? It was Kivior and Saliba. But yeah, even then, man, we knew that they weren't going to do anything in the air. So yeah, I think without like a Ronaldo or a Hosselu or Bellingham when obviously he was playing up front. You kind of do miss those aerial kind of threats. But yeah, just look at the chance again, man, for Newcastle. Definitely should have scored that. But yeah. Cleared away. There could be a chance here. Ball in the area and easy for Donnarumma to get. Throws it back to Newcastle. Newcastle, 3 shots to Man City's 5, 3 on target to Man City's 1 though. This could be a chance here. Cleared away. As well. But yeah, we got Tots as a fraud. He says, Monday Night Football is such a pain. Bro, you know what? I'm surprised is this your first one, Vidic, that you've had this season? I can't remember you having one before then. You've done well to get to November without having one, if that's the case. I'm trying to remember your games. If you've had one on Monday. I don't think you have, yet. Bro, when the season we were at the Champions League Arsenal, we used to have Monday, Friday. Oh, it was so annoying, bro. Like, bro, they would never put us on at 3:00. Because obviously all the teams that were in the Champions League or in Europe at the time had to be on, obviously, on Sunday if you're in Europa League, and then Saturday, preferably if you're in the Champions League, innit? So you got time to play in the week. So yeah, it was absolutely annoying, bro. Like, it was just like a Monday night, so you have to wait all weekend, or it's a Friday, so it's before everyone else plays. So yeah, annoying. Corner to Newcastle though, ball into the area by Newcastle. Cleared away by Manchester City on the edge of the box though. Newcastle get the ball back. They're going to put it back into the area. It's going to go back to the keeper, man. Poor decision there in the end. I think he might picked up an injury because he's hobbling, and Nick Pope just kicked out of play. So yeah, big up Ahmad in the building. I'm so tired, man. Big up yourself, bro. Listen, bro, it's peak, man. But you know what I'm saying? You got to just back your team, back your manager. Obviously, you won the league last year. You had a lot of good memories last year, winning silverware. But now this is what happens, man, when you support your team, bro, through the good and the bad, innit? Like, you're getting a few defeats now. But you've still got good players. Maybe, again, the manager has to kind of change something quick because eyes will be on him soon if it's not already. I know within your fan base, a couple of people are kind of like, you know what, we need to kind of get rid of him. Hold tight months, big him up. He's slot out. I've seen Hassan, who I've done a couple of shows with, he's slot out as well. So yeah, but a couple of other people are not. So it could be a mixed thing, man. A mixed kind of in the fan base at the minute, whether people want to sack him or not. I think you got to give him a bit more time to be fair, to see if he can try and work it out. But nah, it's kind of a crazy one, man. It's kind of a crazy one still. We're getting relegated, says Mayhem. Back slot. Hell no, man. I ain't backing slot. You're not backing him. You are. You're slot out, yeah? Jeez. You know what? I thought more Liverpool man will be backing him a bit more, I know you man have lost a lot of games still, to be fair. I think you've lost. I've seen somewhere it's like 9 out of the last 12 or something. In all comps, something crazy. It might even be double figures now you lost today. Which is, again, you can't be losing that amount of games in a small period of time when you're spending the amount of money you spent and you won the league last year. That's crazy. So I can hear it, but at the same time, this could be a chance for Newcastle. Oh, got me goal! Oh my God, he's missing an open goal, bro. Oh my God, I don't believe it. He's missed an open goal, Harvey Barnes. What are you doing? That's got to hit the back of the net. He might have been offside anyway, to be fair. No, he wasn't. Nah, yeah, he might have been offside, to be fair. I mean, yeah, it looked offside. But even so, man, that is shocking stuff. I don't understand how players miss from that range, bro. That is atrocious. All you have to do is hit it on target. It's a goal. And it's gone wide. Oh, my Lord. Atrocious. Atrocious, bro. Shocking miss. Shocking miss, man. Flipping now. That's a WTF. How do you even miss? Bro, I have no idea how you missed that, man. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. Flipping now. It's mad. It's mad. Big up Tots is a fraud. He goes, I generally don't know if there's many better strikers than Haaland, Lewandowski, Suarez, R9, Müller, Romario, Henry, Rooney are the only ones that I think are better than Haaland. That's not a bad shout to be fair. I'm sure there's a few others that I can't think of at the minute. Obviously, you've always got a few other gems in there. But yeah, but listen, you gotta respect it, man. I think obviously the only things that people were holding against Haaland was his hold up play before this season and stuff like that. What does he do when he's not doing it? But you're seeing him slowly improve that, man. When he's actually not scoring loads of goals, his actual overall in-game play, he's actually contributing to the team a bit more as well. So if you can keep improving in that, because people forget he's only 24 or 5 or something like that. Something like that. He's mid-20s anyway, so it's not like he's 29. Do you know what I'm saying? So he can definitely still improve as a footballer in terms of like tactically, like his intelligence, stuff like that. And obviously improve on his hold up and his link up and stuff. But yeah, man, he's definitely up there, man, for sure. His goal record is crazy. And to be fair to him, he scores different types of goals as well. He doesn't just score the one. He can score in the air. He can score volleys. He can score tap-ins. He can run one-on-one. He can chip the goalkeeper. He can finesse it into the back of the net. He can lace it. Like, he's got different finishes as well. And with both feet, people think he's obviously predominantly left-footed. He does score quite a lot of goals with his right foot, to be fair as well. So, yeah, man. It's mad. Bro, Liverpool are getting eaten by PSV. Is that you got next in the Champions League? This club is ending me. Listen, I know, you know what? I think in the Champions League, you might do actually better. I know you lost to Galatasaray, but I think the lack of physicality probably suits you more in the Champions League. But in the Prem, ball in the area, in the Prem, you just struggle, bro. Anyone with a bit of physicality, you just can't handle them. Ball in the area, oh, it's gone wide there. I don't think Man City, from what I've seen, I don't think Man City play particularly well so far. But this smells of like a Haaland gets one chance, they score, they win 1-0, they get out of there. That he just smells of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this club is ending me. West Ham 4-0 against Liverpool. Bro, it's great because I looked at your fixtures, Liverpool's fixtures, and I thought, you know what, you could actually get some wins together. But after you've just lost 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, even when you're like, yeah, your home record isn't safe, like something that's normally like secure. I'm looking at it thinking, bro, I think you got Sunderland at home in a couple of weeks. I don't know if you're gonna win that. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously West Ham there as well. It's worrying times, man. It is worrying times, but like I said, he has to get you playing again. You've got good players. Isak and all these guys are not rubbish overnight. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's up to him to try and get the best out of them. But it's just the chemistry. I think you need to be more solid defensively. You need to kind of work on that. Concentrate on keeping clean sheets. Concentrate on not conceding so many goals. Like, I've seen your run. You've conceded at least 2 goals in the last like 8 Premier League games in a row. It's like, bro, you're not going to win games if you have to keep scoring 3 to win them. Do you know what I'm saying? So defensively, you need to definitely work on. This could be a chance for Man City. Because about Haaland! Oh, great save by Nick Pope. Should have been 1-0, man. Should have scored that. Haaland will be disappointed he didn't put that in the back of the net. So that's 2 kind of opportunities for Haaland and Vertemada. That should have been a goal. But yeah. Ahmed says that he's that garbage player. Oh my God. Nah, you can't turn on him, man. I have some faith, brother. I have some faith. I know he costs a lot of money. And he's obviously not played very well since he's been at Liverpool, but you got to think as well, the team's not playing well either. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to give him a bit of time. I know it's hard, and rival fans will definitely obviously mock him because he's cost 100 and he broke the transfer record for him, innit? But you've seen, man, people are having to go at Wirtz. Wirtz is injured now, and you still lost 3-0. So, and Isak's been injured, and you're still losing. So, I think to highlight particular players, man, I think it's more of a overall feel. Like, you've took players out. Salah's not started some games, and you've still not picked up 3 points. Obviously, like I said, Isak's been injured. Ekitike has been on the bench and started, and you've still lost games. So yeah, man. But in terms of that, I feel like potentially, because obviously Isak's just come out from injury as well, you kind of just have to just play Ekitike, man, because he's probably been your best attacker this season so far. So yeah, you might have to just start him, man, for the time being, and just have Isak off the bench. Haaland close, yes. Haaland probably should have scored from his ability. This could be a chance for Newcastle. Share too heavy. Good defending there by Haaland, man. Great defending there. Cleared away. And Doku's trying to get him behind, but Newcastle are doing very well to kind of press them as well, man. Trying to put a ball over the top there. Great ball over by Bruno Guimaraes on the right-hand side to Jacob Murphy. On with O'Reilly. He's playing left back. Tries to do a little 1-2, does it. Gets the ball back. It's gone out for a goal kick. He just kind of ran it out there. That's what Jacob Murphy's like, man. He'll do like a mad volley and have a mad ball over cross, and then he'll just run it out or have a shot that just goes rose head. He's just so inconsistent. Big old Tops is a fraud. Says better than Haaland. Yes, there were shouts, man. Pound for pound at the start of the season, better than Haaland. Man said 150 mil for this with a laughing emoji. Salah playing every 90 minutes every game. The clown. The likes of Salah and Van Dijk are bigger than Slot, so he's scared to bench them. But yeah, potentially, bro. Potentially. I know Salah got benched in the Champions League game, but they still lost. I think it was against Galatasaray, and they still lost. So yeah, potentially, man. But with the thing is well though, Vidic, like with Van Dijk, like who you gonna bench him with? That's the thing, like because they didn't get Gahey, and Konate's not been great overall either. It's like they ain't got the squad depth to like rotate or kind of bench players. This is why I kind of liked how. And you can see it's definitely improved the kind of hunger with like people like Trossard and Martinelli because they know they've got obviously they're battling out, and now they've got Eze on there who can play there as well. Obviously, Madueke can go there when he's obviously back from injury. They're a bit more hunger to obviously make an impact when they're either starting or off the bench. Whereas I feel like you said, with like Van Dijk and Salah, because they know they're never really going to get dropped. And obviously they're a bit older as well. They kind of lost the hunger of performing every week too. So, but yeah, like I said, it's not just them; it's the whole structure of the team, man. Like they're just so easy to play against in terms of like creating chances. But yeah, ball into the area by Newcastle from the corner, headed on. Could be a shot on the edge of the area. Ball into the area. It's been a decent game for a 0-0, to be fair. But yeah, man, it's crazy when you think about it. Crazy. But yeah, man. Bro, I will not be there for that Arsenal Liverpool. Now, make sure you're in the chat, bro. I want to see you in here, man. And listen, bro, that's in what, January? A lot of things can change. You might change manager. Who knows? It might be a thing where you just lose so many games, they get rid of him, you get a new manager, and then things turn around. Or Slot could just turn it around. Slot can think of a new formation. You might go free at the back. You might change personnel, like obviously Vidic was saying. Like, football can definitely turn. The good thing for you guys is that you're in another competition where you could still try and gain some momentum from winning those games in that competition. So if you can win, obviously, your Champions League game, and then at the weekend, I think you got West Ham away. If you can win that, then that's great hold-up play by Haaland. That's going to be a yellow card, no? But that was a foul. Then, yeah. You never know, man. You never know. I said Steven Gerrard says a lot. This is what I'm saying. Pardon me. It could always get worse, man. Because if you got Gerrard, bro, I think that would not go out down lightly for sure. Liverpool do not sack managers for F's sake. Yeah, I mean, again, it is similar to Arsenal. Very, very rare in this kind of day and age. Obviously, I know you sacked Rodgers, but that was after a period of time. Obviously, Klopp left on his own accord. Before that, you had... Was it Hodgson you had before that? Before Rodgers? I can't remember, man. Obviously, he got sacked, but he obviously was terrible. So yeah, you don't really sack. Obviously, Rafa Benitez got sacked. You had Kenny Dalglish. So yeah, you don't really go through a load of like managers do get at least a few years at your club. To be fair, you're not like a Man United or a Chelsea where they kind of get rid of them on a maybe not so much nowadays, but they kind of get rid of them on like a yearly basis. You guys normally give 2-3 years, and obviously you only got here last season, so I don't reckon you'll sack him yet, to be honest. But you don't know. They can still win the league by winning every game from now on. So, but yeah, it's cool, bro. When you say it like that, it just kind of proves how hard it is going to be for them to win the league. They've already lost 6 games. Factually, a Premier League winner's never won the league losing more than 6. That's the maximum. I think that was Man United in like 97 or something. That's the most a team's ever lost. That's won the league. They've already lost 6 already, and they've still got to go to Arsenal, and they've still got to play Man City at home and all these other teams. Man United at Old Trafford, where they never normally win. They're still going to play Chelsea at home. So yeah, they've still got to have all these big teams. They've still got to play, as well as the smaller ones, which like today they tend to struggle against now. Whether it's because they've still got Crystal Palace. Remember, they lost 3-0 at home to Crystal Palace in the League Cup as well. Which again, I know they had a weakened team, but it's not a good look either, man. Because you're losing that kind of Anfield aura as well. You've already lost 3 games at home already this season, and we're already in November. So yeah, man, it's not great, bro. It's not great. It's not great. Man, it's sad how we fell off. Yeah, it's come out of nowhere, bro. Like I said, I predicted you man to win the league again. After that summer window, I'm thinking, raw, these men they're gonna be hard to stop. Do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be hard to stop, bro. But yeah, it's looking kind of dark at the minute. Top to the forward. G, it's possible in FC. Listen, hey, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very, very difficult though. Because it wouldn't mean you would have to not lose another game again in the rest of the season. Which squid chance. Oh, Foden should have scored that. I thought I was going to be in the back of the net. Great 1-2 between Foden and Shirky. And that should have hit the back of the net, man. That should have been a goal. Bro, both teams should have at least scored at least a couple, man. Based on the chances they've had. Harvey Barnes missed that open goal. Vermeer missed a one-on-one. Haaland missed a one-on-one or a tap-in. And then Foden's, that's basically a tap-in, you know. All they have to do is hit it on target. And it's gone wide. That should have been a goal. But yeah. Peak. Foden, LOL. I said Penaldo. But yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, with Liverpool, man, I think when you look at your fixtures, man, you gotta just hope that you get a run of form, man, in the next couple of weeks. Because like I said, after there's obviously the Champions League in midweek, you got a game in obviously at the weekend, and then you got a Premier League game midweek as well. So there is actually a chance for you to gain some momentum, but you have to snap out of this ASAP if you're gonna do it. Do you get it? So, but yeah, we'll see, man. 42 minutes gone. Still, obviously 0-0. Newcastle could have been 3-3, 2-2, based off the chances that both teams have missed. To be honest with you, but still goalless at this moment in time. And Manchester City have got the ball as well. But yeah, obviously Liverpool have got PSV at Anfield. Then they're away to West Ham next Sunday. Then they're at home to Sunderland in the midweek game, away to Leeds, away to Inter Milan, at home to Brighton, away to Spurs, at home to Wolves. So they'll definitely beat Wolves, I think. But the other games, man, I'm like, even like West Ham now. I'm like, before I would have said, yeah, definitely, but I don't know. I don't even know, bro. They should beat PSV at home in the Champions League. But you just never know, do you? You just never know. Leeds away could be tricky. Brighton at home as well. Spurs away. Got some difficult fixtures, man. Gakpo plays for my club. I'm ashamed he's so bad. Nah, you know what with Gakpo? Yeah, I didn't realize how one-dimensional he actually is. Like, I've obviously watched him a lot this season, and the guy, he just cuts in. Like, he doesn't overlap. He doesn't go on the outside. He just wants to cut in and shoot. And it's like, yeah, if you kind of just show him on his left foot, you can kind of just nullify him, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, crazy, man, crazy. Crazy. But yeah, it's looking more mad that Arsenal even lost to Liverpool, man, now. When you look at how many Nottingham Forest going there winning 3-0, Man United going there and winning. Do you know what I'm saying? All the other games I've lost away. It's peak. It's peak, man. Just looking at obviously where they are on the table. So they're 11th at the minute. Won 6, lost 6, scored 18. You conceded 20 goals in 12 games, man. You've lost 5 out of the last 6 games in the Prem. So not great reading, man. Not great reading. I'm trying to see where you could potentially end up. I think so. Everton could go above you if they've got Man United though. Obviously Man United could go 3 points clear of you guys if they beat Everton, or even 1 point if it's a draw. So yeah, it's sticky, man. Liverpool 11th heading into December, bro. Mad. Absolutely mad. Crystal Palace in the top 4 on 20 points. Obviously Chelsea 3rd, Manchester City 2nd at this moment in time, and then obviously Arsenal top. So, boy, it's crazy, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. Watch us lose to Wolves. Mad. Valencia, tried to roll into Haaland there, but good anticipation by Newcastle. Liverpool are the worst team in the Prem, apart from Wolves, who are the worst team I've ever seen in the league. Yeah, I can't even disagree. At this moment in time, on the form guide, they actually are the worst team in the league, bro. no other teams lost. All this could be. Oh, no, it's just gone to Manchester City. No other teams lost 5 games apart from Wolves. Wolves is the only one, bro. Burnley have only lost 4 games. Burnley have actually got 2 wins in the last 6. Leeds have got 1 win, but they got 1 win and a draw, so they've only lost 4. Even West Ham have only lost 3 out of the last 6. They're actually undefeated in 3. Nottingham Forest, again, are undefeated in the last 3. Newcastle have lost 4, but they've won 2. Fulham have lost 4, but they've won 2. Everton have lost 2, and won 2 and drawn 2. Yeah, man. And that's half-time, people. 0-0 could have been a 2-2, 3-3, 3-0 based off the chances of both teams. Foden having a great chance that he put wide. Haaland having a couple of good chances as well. Fertameda having 2 good chances too. And then Harvey Barnes missing an absolute sitter. But they all missed. And still it is 0-0 going into half-time. So yeah. Kind of crazy, really, when you think about it. Kind of crazy. But yeah, man. But yeah, like Vintage was saying, man, Wolves 2 points, two draws and 10 losses. They actually might beat Derby County's record, bro. I can't even lie. Man. They've conceded 27 goals already in 12 games. They've only scored 7 goals. They've not even scored a goal a game, man. Even Burnley got 14. You know what I'm saying? Leeds have only got 10. And you see, Newcastle have only scored 11 goals, you know. That's bad. They don't really score that often. I've only just clocked that. That's really bad. You compare that to like Brentford, they've got 18 goals. Newcastle got 11. So yeah, that's very low, to be honest. Obviously at the minute, top scorers are Chelsea and Man City with 23 each. Also got 20. Brighton 19. Bournemouth 19, Spurs 19. Man United got 19, so they're scoring quite a bit as well. But yeah, man, Newcastle 11. Yeah, it's mad. They've got less goals than Burnley. They're in the bottom 3. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Wolves have lost 10 and 1-0. Yeah, that Derby County record, what is it? 11 points, 1 win. You would think the thing is they've already lost to Burnley at home. Have they played Leeds at home yet? I can't remember. I don't think so. But what I'm saying is like the teams that you think they'd beat at home, I think they've already played a few of them. And then away from home, you got no chance really. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. The fact that Spurs drew them at home, and the Spurs were looking to draw. Wolves should have won that. It's crazy, but yeah, 2 points. They're already nearly 10 points adrift, man, which is long. It's very long. But yeah, in terms of Newcastle, man, they need to be careful. They're already on 13 points. They're 15th themselves. And they're already 2 points ahead of Leeds, man. And if they lose this, it will be 1 point ahead. And Leeds will have a game in hand. So we should play tomorrow. So yeah, man, it's looking a bit techie for them as well. A bit sticky. If they don't get some wins under their belt. So yeah, man. Big up Chris in the building. Big up, mate. I hope you are well. Thought I'd just leave a comment. I'm not hiding. Yeah, big up yourself, man. I appreciate that, bro. I'm at the Carlisle game away at Boston United. They had Liverpool game on at the pub before game. Slot needs to leave now. Wow, so you'll definitely slot out, yeah. There's a lot of people that game there is kind of turned the tide. Like I said, people like Mons, people like Hassan as well. Obviously some big Liverpool creators are saying yes, he's got to go now. And obviously Anfield, I imagine now Chris is saying, yeah, he's got to go as well. You're a Liverpool fan. So, but no, I get it, man. I get why you're saying that, because I feel like even though you're losing a lot of games, some of them were, well, the majority were, apart from the City game, were quite tight. 2-1, you lost 3-2 to Brentford, 2-1 to Chelsea, 2-1 to Crystal Palace. You weren't getting battered, like scoreline wise anyway, even though the Crystal Palace game, you probably should have lost about 4 or 5-0, based on the chances they created. But this game, at home as well, to lose 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest, who I don't know if that might have been their. Don't tell me that was their first away win. That might have been, I can't remember them winning another away game this season. So yeah, crazy. Players not playing for Slot, and Slot keeps picking them bad as each other. Fair enough. Obviously, Man United fan Vidic says slotting. But yeah, that might have been Forest's first away win this season. So they've already won 3 games. I know they beat Brentford in the first game of the season, so that's 2 of the wins. So it just depends. I don't know who else they beat. They might have won an away game. I'm not sure. Let me just double check. No, bro. That was their because the last time they played was the 9th of November. They beat Leeds 3-1 at home. So yeah, that was their first away win, man. Flipping hell. They hadn't won away from home in the league until they won at Anfield. Same with Man United as well. I think that's their only away win too. It's not a good trend, man. Giving teams that don't win away their first away wins. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, crazy. But it just goes to show, man, changing manager. Like if they still had Ange, Liverpool would have won that 3-4-0. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with Sean Dyche, he will get you solid defensively, structured, disciplined. He will, man. And then it's just whether you've got the attacking players. And obviously, Nottingham Forest always still had good attacking players anyway. I like that Igor Jesus. He seems like a decent player. And whatnot. But yeah, Harvey Barnes with an absolute sit. I'm just watching it again. How does he? The thing is, he could have took a little bit of a cheeky touch if he was composed and then just lifted it over Donnarumma. Oh, it's so poor. All you have to do is wrap your foot around it. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure it goes back to where it's come from. But yeah, Haaland definitely should have done better with that. 1-on-1. He literally threw on goal as well. Pope puts him under pressure. He could have just dragged the ball around Pope and just hit it with his right foot. Maybe he wasn't confident to do that. But yeah, Doku's been really, really good. Great ball in down the channel. O'Reilly, that's got to be a goal as well, Another great save there by Pope, but Haaland should have scored that. And then obviously this is another chance for Foden. Cuts it back, and that's got to hit the back of the net as well, man. Opens up and it goes wide. So gilt edge chances, they've both missed. Gilt edge. Forest was 17th going into the game. Yeah. Nasty work, man. Nasty work, Chris. Callum Sanderson wanting Gerrard needs to give his head a wobble. Normally speaks sense and then says that. Big up Callum. Big up Cal, man. But yeah, Gerrard's insane. Even I'm not even a Liverpool fan, but yeah, stay away from that. Any club legends, stay away from it, bro. Because it's only gonna end one way. I'm saying, even if they do well, you just gotta want to get them out. And I don't want to get, like, from an Arsenal perspective, I want to get Vieira out or Thierry out or even Cesc. I don't really mind Cesc. I know he went to Chelsea, but obviously we rejected him coming back to us, innit? So I don't really mind him too tough. But yeah, I won't want to get these players out, man, like that, man, to be honest. So yeah, it's just a disaster. But yeah, man, flipping out. I feel like I don't even know who you'd get, to be honest, because I feel like there's definitely a bedding in period or what's the word where you need to kind of decide what your best team is. Because I still don't know, man. People still need to settle in. Obviously, Wirtz is now injured for probably till next year now. He's going to be out for 6 weeks or whatever. So he's injured. So yeah, man. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Salah don't look the same either. GTA 6 should have come out this year, by the way. First trailer is released in 2023, and we're getting it in 2026, by the way. Yeah, shocking, bro. Shocking, man. Shocking. And even obviously now that even now as well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Now, yeah, even now as well, obviously it's been pushed back from May, which was the perfect time to drop it, just before the World Cup. Summer's coming. You can play it, then watch the World Cup, and now it's like November. And I know it's gonna get delayed again, man. it's just one of those ones where you kind of ruin the kind of equity now with people that want to play it. It's just like, yeah, by March, you're gonna hear 2027 release January. You get me, or February. So you're just gonna drag on because even November's a bit of a time to release a game. But then they can say, well, it's close to Christmas, so people are gonna bag it for that as a Christmas present. So yeah, it should come out this time next year, but I don't know, man. But yeah, like you said, 2023. I remember the trailer. To get it, and the thing is, it's late 2026, so it's 2027 really. To release a trailer in 2023 and not release a game for another 4 years is outrageous, bro. The World Cup summer, GTA 6, they have ruined potentially the greatest moment of all time. But for sure, bro, this is what I'm saying, man. That would have slapped differently, bro. Like, all at the same time as well. He would have been cold. And even like, obviously for like Marvel fans as well, they're supposed to release the Avengers, May time as well. So it would have been that. But yeah, but even that, I think Spider-Man's out in July as well. So you could have had Spider-Man. Bro, it would have been cold, but yeah, they ruined it, fam. They ruined it. You gotta just hope it comes out in November, like they say. But I ain't gonna hold my breath, man. To be honest, I ain't gonna hold my breath with that, man. I feel like potentially it's not gonna come out for sure. But yeah, Big up Chrissy says, what's gonna come first, GTA or Jeremy Collins loses weight? That's crazy. I don't even know, bro. GTA 6 at this point it's looking like a myth, man. It's looking like we're just never gonna get it in it. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully it's next year. But I don't know. I don't even know what the holdup is. Like the story seems more simplistic than probably the ones they did before. Like the last GTA, it was 3 characters you were intertwining with, which again, as an idea, because obviously that was the first time it's been done. Normally it's like one protagonist in it. That's kind of a complex thing. That I could understand that taking a bit more time because you're having to do 3 different story arcs that intertwine with each other and having to switch between characters in it. But to have 2, which is one less than the obviously time before, and obviously they're going to be probably together in missions in it. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? Obviously the online's going to be what online normally is, isn't it? But yeah, it's one of those ones where they'll be milking this when it eventually does come out. You ain't getting another GTA game after this for, I don't even know when, 30, 40, probably like 30 years, 20, 30 years. I can't lie. If they're taking this long for this version, since 2013, and it's 2027, nearly 20, bro, that's a long time, for one game, 2013 to 2027, man. Three generations of consoles. Craziness. But yeah, man. People in 2027 after hearing GTA is delayed again. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. This game better be good, bro. They can't afford it to be. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. It's got to be an elite game, bro. Like elite detail, everything, man. What you could do on there. Like you should never be able to think, oh, I'm getting a bit bored of this game. Like there's got to be so much a little bit like Red Dead, man, because Red Dead was cold. Like there was so much stuff you could do on there. Whether you want to do the missions, whether you want to capture like animals, or you want to obviously do bounty hunts, bro. There's bare stuff you could do on there. Do you know what I'm saying? There's different obviously counties you could go in. There's obviously counties that the one thing I did like about it is that obviously when you went to a county, cause trouble, they'd have like your wanted face on that particular county. So as long as you don't go there, you're all right. Yeah, man, there's bare different stuff, man. When people would try to rob you as well, just random people, or we got into like random beefs with different kind of rival kind of gangs and stuff. Bro, it was an active world, in it. Like you didn't even have to do the missions too tough. You could just kind of play it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it'd be all right. But yeah, man, it needs to be on that level where it's just an active world, in it. Like you can get into kind of sub like plots or sub storylines with other people, or you could do all the things. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what it needs to be, bro. Your thumbnail Foden for this stream. Bro, you see that? that rose, man. It always kills me, bro. Oh man, days. It's funny. This might sound crazy. But if GTA doesn't be the best game of all time, it's a flop. I hear it, bro. I hear it. It's not crazy, Just because of the build up, the hype, bro. the game probably in terms of like UK wise is probably going to be £100. Like I'll be shocked if it's less than 3 figures just because of the hype. Do you know what I'm saying? It's at least going to be 90 to 100%. I think PS5 games here in the UK are like, on average when they come out, like FC26 is like 60, 59, 60. So they're definitely going to put a bit of, probably about another 20, 30 quid on it. So it's probably going to be like 89, 99 or something mad, which you get in for a game is crazy. But yeah, if you're going to charge that and obviously have the kind of the weight, it has to be an elite game, bro. And I ain't too sure if it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Man said, look at thumbnail in the look at Gordon in the thumbnail. You man kill me. You man absolutely kill me, man. Well, make sure you guys smash up the like button on the video and all that good stuff. Still 0-0. Half time's not started again yet, which is a bit longer than normal. They're kind of just going through the handballs, so might be a delay. I ain't too sure, but yeah, man. It's all mad. Look like they're coming back onto the pitch now. But yeah, like I said, I can see City winning this, man. Like a 1-0. Do you know what I'm saying? But as long as they drop any kind of points, I'll be happy. Do you know what I mean? Draw, loss, whatever. That's kind of what I need, really. That's kind of what I need. But yeah, I don't think there's any changes. Hall's still there. Verdemeid is still on as well. Doku's actually playing very well. Is still on the pitch too. So yeah, Newcastle are going to start the game off. And yeah, I'm still going to stick with my prediction 1-0 City. But yeah, ball over the top by Newcastle, flicked on into a dangerous area here. There could be a chance here already. And it's just going to play as it. No, still kept in to the byline. And it's cleared out for a corner to Newcastle in the first 16 seconds of the second half. Looked like Harvey Barnes run it out, but the referee said continue to play on. So yeah, good opportunity for Newcastle already, you know. Was it offside as well? Not sure. But yeah, one of these sides have to be clinical, man. I mean, the onus is on Man City because they score goals. Newcastle already scored 11. You can kind of see why based off this performance so far. They do miss a few chances. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Corner to Newcastle. Corner comes in. Decent area. Oh, that went all the way through. That should have been a goal, you know. That went all the way through. If someone was on the back stick, they would have just tapped that into an empty net. They all went to the front spit. If someone would have just stayed there. Oh, crazy. Donnarumma struggling a little bit there. Did very well to kind of put him off. And yeah, lucky no one was diving in there. That could have been another goal. That could have been a goal, man. Don't want a free kick on Doku, but still going to be down. Must have Mbappe. That's funny. Mbappe is crazy. Here's Doku. Is that foul? Nope. Oh, just loses the ball there. Doku loses it though. It's a bit clumsy, man. It's a bit clumsy. It is a bit clumsy, man. Gonzalez there. Man City just keeping the ball. Foden, this could be a chance. Here's Haaland. 1v1. Onto his left foot. Haaland. Good tackle there, man. Oh, he's lost the ball there. Lucky there. He got a free kick. Oh, could be a chance here over the bar. I said Haaland, Pala, Palmer. Whip it down, man. Kill me. Got out for a Newcastle goal kick, man. So I'm not over to look at the scores. Barca won 4-0. Yes, I've let Bilbao. Bayern won 6-2, you know. At least they got 5 GA. We got them next as well, bro. Brother. Kane, Jackson, Upamecano. Crazy. Well, yeah, free kick or throw into Manchester City. Could be a long throw here. Nico. Free kick to Manchester City. Takes a short one. Foden into the area. Headed away. And Man City still get the ball. Ball over the top into Doku. He's offside. But yeah, man, the game definitely needs a goal, man. Big up on scene in the building, man. Been a minute. I hope you are well, my bro. He says, yo, Saints, the other day, they won 5-1. Today, finally looking up. Who did you play, bro? You have to let me know in the chat. I'll have a look at the championship results, actually, because, yeah, I know, obviously, a couple of teams, Coventry, had a difficult game against West Brom. Let me see how they got on, man. So, Coventry beat West Brom at home 3-2. Birmingham beat Norwich 4-1. Derby lost at home to Watford 3-2. Where's the Sunderland? Oh, you're away as well. Crazy. I just seen him, man. Big up Rory, man, in the building. Hopefully you are well, man. You have to let me know what you think about Liverpool, bro. What is going on with this team? It's 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest is crazy. Absolutely wild, man. But yeah, I'm hoping to see Man City drop some points today. But as long as we do our job, man, then that's the most important thing for sure. But big up yourself. Hope you're well. Make sure you go and subscribe to Rory, Red RD, man. Doing good things on his channel as well. Yeah, 4 goals in the first 20 minutes at Charlton. Oh, big up yourself, man. One of my mates had tickets, but I can't be honest. Oh, you didn't go. That's peak, man. I thought you went, man. Oh, big regrets. Yeah, that is big regrets. It's very difficult to win 5-1 away in the championship, man. Yeah, that's not a common thing either. Peak. But not good win, man. Where does that leave you in the table? Let me have a look. Of the Premier League Championship table. Caught back by Man City, and a good claim there by Nick Pope. And Manchester City are trying to obviously open up the scoring. Newcastle defending well so far. This could be a chance here for Newcastle in transition. Here's Barnes into midfield. Back to Murphy. He's gone into midfield as well. There's an overlap for Lewis Hall on the left-hand side. Guimaraes is there too. Trying to play a ball down the channel, but good defending there by Manchester City. And it's cleared away. Is it? Oh, no, good now. Tonali wins it back. And there is goals for both teams here, man. They just need to have a bit of quality on the end of what they're doing, innit? And then either of them could definitely score for sure. Well, yeah. I said maybe. Still not great, but we might be able to clutch a playoff spot. Yeah, it's still early days, bro. It's still early days, man. I remember it might have been a season ages ago, but I'm sure there was a team that were bottom at like October, November, and then they ended up winning the league. Was it Sunderland? It was one of those teams, and they were bottom, and then they ended up winning it because they just went. That's the thing with the championship. You go on a run of winning 3 or 4 games, then you just go up the table. I'm saying, like, I'm just having a look at the table now. Like, you look at you look at Derby, for example. Obviously they lost today, but before that they'd won 5 in a row, and now they're only like 3 points off the playoffs. And I'm sure 2 points off the playoffs. They got 23 points. Hull got 25, and I'm sure they were like in the bottom 3 at one point. So I'm saying you only need to win a few games. So Southampton to the 16th. They've won 3 in a row themselves, and they were in the bottom 3 at some point. I'm sure they were. So, yeah, man, you're already 4 points off, man. I know there's a lot of teams in between, but definitely an opportunity for you to get in there. But yeah, looking at the table, obviously, Coventry City, it's looking like not to say it's a given, but they're 7 points ahead of Middlesbrough, who are in second, and they're already 10 points ahead of Stoke, who are in third. So, yeah, it's looking like they're going to be the kind of, and you look at their record, played 16, they've won 11, drawn 4, only lost 1 game. Scored 43 goals in 16 games, bro. That is ridiculous. 43 goals. That is mental, man. They've got a plus, what's the goal difference? Plus 28 goal difference already in November, man. Flipping hell. So yeah, they look like a shoe-in, to be fair. And then the others kind of all around the same. From Stoke to Hull City, there's only 2 points in it. And even from Hull City to Middlesbrough, who are second, there's only 5 points. So that's pretty tight, man. Pretty tight. Could be chance. Oh, good save there by Donnarumma. Oh, my God. I thought that was going to be 1-0 Newcastle. I think the flag's gone up for offside, but oh, my God. Big up Rory in the building. He says Sean Dyche really gave them the utter woke nonsense mic drop after hearing their famous atmosphere. For sure, bro. If you know about the utter woke nonsense picture, man, it is legendary. Anything that sounds not like it's traditional, you just drop that Sean Dyche picture, man, and it's there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, big him up, bro. 3-0. Like I said before, Rory, that was their first Premier League win of the season, and they've gone to Anfield and won 3-0, Premier League champions. So yeah, man, big respect, man, big respect. Big on scene says still got PTSD from the Prem though. Wouldn't mind another season in the EFL. I hear that, bro. I feel like again, because with commentary, they obviously had a decent kind of run last season, but obviously didn't make it in the end. So I think it might be beneficial for certain teams to have a few years in and around the playoffs, kind of trying to get that promotion, and then they have a season where they're ready to kind of make the jump. But I think with you guys, man, you just need to invest in your team if you do get promoted again, because to have the same championship players and kind of a championship mentality in terms of the manager, man, it just isn't going to work. You need to kind of invest like Sunderland have to try and get better players, bro. Use that parachute money wisely instead of just keeping onto it, innit? Big on seeing, yeah, Derby are like 12 with 5 wins in a row, so they're coming. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. And I'm sure that, like I said, I'm sure they were like 22nd or 21st at one stage of the season. Balling by Phil Foden into Haaland, and good save there by Nick Pope. I think the Ireland results have helped Manning and as a confidence. Yeah, maybe, man, because again they're in the playoffs, so could be a good opportunity for them to carry on that momentum, like you said, bro, into their kind of club career as well. Yeah, not looking forward to playing Coventry. Yeah, I'm not sure when you man have got them actually. To be fair, it might be soon. It might be soon, you know. Let me have a look quickly when your next fixtures are. That's a free kick for Manchester City. So you got Leicester next on Tuesday. See, the games they come thick and fast, man. Then they got Millwall, then West Brom, then Norwich. Then Birmingham. You got Coventry. It's 20th of December at home. But Coventry are good away as well. So, yeah, man. Interesting. Yeah, Sean Dyche is the English football heritage. Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely, man. Definitely. Big him up, man. Big him up. I think he's actually from Nottingham as well. So, him doing well for his team. I think they'll definitely stay up now. I mean, they were too good to be down there anyway. When you look at their actual team, I know they're in Europe as well, but yeah, they were too good. I mean, he's won his last 3 now because he won in Europe. Then he beat Leeds. Now he's beat Liverpool. So yeah, man, new manager bounce and that. New manager bounce, bro. But yeah, I think they'll come back and start winning some games now. You know, I think Burnley, Wolves, and I think the Leeds might go down as well, just because they just don't really score that many goals, man. They only scored 10 goals, Leeds, in 12 games. So, but yeah, still 0-0 here. 61 minutes gone. Newcastle versus Manchester City. Loads of chances in the game. I don't know how it's still 0-0. Here's Doku on the left-hand side. Back to Foden. Gonzalez as well. Cuts it back. Guardiola. Here's Doku. Cuts it back. Nunez. This could be a chance here. Here's Foden on his left foot over the top of the bar. Big Rory said, "Night, it's actually their 3rd win of the season, and although this is Liverpool's downfall, it's nice that every time they lose, I always revert back to our game at Anfield." Say, no, I meant it was their first away win, bro, of the Premier League season. Because the Forest before today had only beaten Brentford at home 3-1, and then they beat Leeds at home 3-1. So yeah, man, first away win, man, crazy. Obviously that's their third win of the season, man. But yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. Considering Man United, who have only won 1 away game as well, and that was at Anfield. And now Nottingham Forest have only won 1 away game, which has been at Anfield. Yeah, I just in that game, I just don't know what Arsenal were thinking, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We should have just went there. I just thought, you know what, let's just try and win the game. Like actually try and win the game, not try to contain. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a nice little play there by Newcastle. Here's Barnes. Yes, it's a goal! Let's go! Harvey Barnes with the goal. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 0. Great finish by Harvey Barnes. After missing that tap-in, that open goal in the first half, he scored in the second half to make it 1-0 to Newcastle. Let's go, boys. You got to hold on, man. You got to hold on. 1-0 to Newcastle. 1-0 to Newcastle. Great finish into the back of the net to make it 1-0, 63 minutes gone. And Manchester City need to come from behind if they're going to win the game. And it's a great play there by Newcastle. Look at this 1-2 in the middle of the midfield. Poor by Nico Williams giving the ball away. And great recovery by Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes into Barnes, back to Barnes. And it's a fantastic finish, first time with his right foot. Outside the box, into the corner. Donnarumma, absolutely no chance. Into the post, into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Newcastle, man. And the game needed it, man. They needed one of these teams to put one of the chances they're creating away, and Newcastle have done it so far. You reckon Verdemeyer has done a good job replacing Isak? I might even say he's been better. You know what? I think he's definitely done a great job in terms of not only just his goals, he's like his overall play. I feel like his play has definitely helped Newcastle. Definitely helped Newcastle in terms of their build-up play and open play, because I think they've created one of the most goals, or they've created the like big chances created. I think they're in like the top 4 or 5, even though they're like 15th or whatever. I think it's to everyone around him. Anthony Gordon's not scored in I don't know how long for Newcastle. Elanga's not scored a goal for Newcastle yet. So it's all these other guys, Harvey Barnes, like all these guys need to chip in, man. Jacob Murphy's another one. They need to kind of help him. So it's not just, they're just not relying on him scoring in every game, because he's still getting used to the league. So yeah, man. But yeah, I think he's done well, man. I think he's done well. Considering again, this is his first time, and he's still kind of young, 22? So he's still kind of a young striker, man. So it will definitely improve. Big on scene, it says Prem table looks weird at the moment. It's like when you sim 30 years in career mode. Yeah, all over the shop, man. Liverpool, bottom half. Man United, top 10. Crystal Palace, top 4. Sunderland in the top half. Like, yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Liverpool and Man United mid-table. Yeah, mad. Not a bad thing, though. Yeah, man, freshens up a little bit for sure. Tops at Newcastle fans soon as they play in City. Hey, listen, I need them to drop points, bro. Even if it's a draw, I'll take it. I just need them to drop points, man. Obviously, I need also to do their job tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is one of those games where it's a tricky game, man. You want to kind of, if you get out there with 3 points, you're kind of grateful. Like, yeah, don't have to go there. Because Newcastle, they always get themselves up, even if they're not having a particularly great season in the league. Against the big teams, man, at their ground, they just get themselves up for it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's always difficult to play them, man, for sure. But again, the game's not over. Only 66 minutes, man. And Man City are definitely capable of scoring 2 goals. So we'll have to wait and see. Big up Kieran. He says, come on. Big up Kieran, bro. Big up yourself, my guy. But yeah, in the building. But yeah, Newcastle winning the game 1-0 so far. Here is Doku on the left-hand side. Jeremy Doku on the left, puts the ball into the area, cleared away by Newcastle, out for a corner to Manchester City. The game is not over. The game is not over, man. Of course. So yeah, the thing is, there's a lot of time left as well. You're talking half an hour for Newcastle to kind of hold on. Like I said, man, even if they can hold on for like a draw or a point, would be beneficial. Do you know what I mean? Ball into the area though by Newcastle, by Manchester City, cleared away though. Here's Doku, ball into the area again. Haaland cleared away. Here's Shirky, cleared away. Still not clear. Oh, they've scored! Oh my God, they couldn't hold on. Ruben Diaz is equalized. Oh my God, they couldn't hold on, man. That is crazy. Ruben Diaz of all people, with a deflection into the back of the net, and it's 1-1, bro. I said there was a lot of time to hold on. They couldn't be doing the 10 men behind the ball thing already, bro. There's too much time. There's too much time. They don't really clear the corner properly. And Doku puts the ball back in there. Haaland doesn't get ahead to it, but it's still in the area. Shirky kind of hits it. It doesn't get cleared. And then Diaz, it just squirms everywhere, man. They just need to block it better, to be honest with you. It gets a little bit of luck. I don't think it was going in either. Was it going in? It might have been going in anyway, to be fair. Nick Pope was rooted to the spot. But yeah, man, 1-1, man. Didn't last long. Did not last long. Who do you also have tomorrow? We got Tottenham, bro. It's the North London derby. It's the NLD. It's the NLD, bro, tomorrow. So yeah, big game. But yeah, Newcastle couldn't hold on. Another corner though to Newcastle. How have they scored that for FC? I know, bro. They couldn't even hold on for 5 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mental, man. Brother. Crazy, man. Crazy. But like I said, yeah. They need to try and score again, Newcastle. It didn't feel like it was going to be a 0-0 or a 1-0, to be honest with you. Even though I did say 1-0 Man City. Especially if Newcastle scored first. So, yeah, man. Oh, boy. Newcastle with the corner. Corner comes in by Newcastle. Oh, still in the area. Is that another corner? And it's another corner to Newcastle, cleared away by Ruben Diaz, defending well. And 20 minutes to go. Well, 21 minutes to go. At St. James's Park, 1-1. Remember, Newcastle did throw away a 1-goal lead against Arsenal, and they ended up losing 2-1 at home. They already lost to Liverpool as well, 3-2, even though they had 10 men. So, yeah. Another corner comes in. Oh, off the line, man. I don't know what Donnarumma were doing. It was crazy. He's still in the area, though. Man City have not cleared it. Newcastle still got the ball. He's going to put a ball into the area. Jacob Murphy, good ball in. Oh, off the ball. It's going to go in. Yes! It's another goal by Newcastle. Harvey Barnes again. We love to see it. It's 2-1 to Newcastle. Let's go. Let's go. Harvey Barnes at the double, man. And Manchester City are not happy, but it looked like it was going to be a melee of a finish, and it definitely was, man. Scrambling into the back of the net by Harvey Barnes. But it's 2-1 to Newcastle. Manchester City couldn't hold on for that equaliser long enough, and it's 2-1. It's getting very, very, very busy, this game, and a lot of goals now. 2-1. Let's have a look at this again. Is it offside, though? Let's have a look. What they're complaining about. Is it offside? Ball into the area. Headed on. Is it Bruno Guimaraes? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, man. Vertemeda heads it down. Bruno Guimaraes is interfering with play if he's offside. He just heads it off the bar. And then Harvey Barnes does very well to kind of finish it, though. We'll have to wait and see if it's given offside. Oh, my days. Finally getting busy. More passion than Frost. More passion than for Arsenal is crazy. They are checking it, though. Ooh. He's gone to VAR, so it does look offside here, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, with the elbow. It looks offside, to be honest. The thing is, it doesn't even need to be. He looks offside, man. I mean, they've got a semi-automatic, sorry. Arsenal gonna be 7 points clear if City lose and they win tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, both of those things are yet to happen, my bro. But yeah, man, that would be ideal, to be honest. That would be ideal, but it is still early days. We don't know if this goal is going to count. They're looking at the offside. Still, I'm looking at the game. Yeah, what happened to the semi-automated, man? Being quick. What's going on? Can't you just draw the lines, no? It's taking mad long, fam. Yes, it's a goal. Took their time, but it's a goal. Newcastle are winning the game 2-1. And after being 1-0 up, losing the lead, going back ahead with Harvey Barnes again. It's crazy, man. Surely this is the year. Bro, this is what I'm saying, my guy. If it's not this year, I don't know when it's going to be. Do you understand? I don't know when it's going to be, bro. Can't use the no striker excuse this time. 100% no striker. Even injuries, bro. Even though we've had a few, bro, we spent enough money and we've got enough attacking players now to cover these injuries. Like I said, even with all the attackers out, we still managed to have Eze, Saka, Trossard. Like, these are guys that would obviously be starting for us anyway in previous seasons. So the fact that we've got players to come back from that is obviously, it shows you how much options we actually do have when they're all fit. So yeah, man, no excuses, man. Hopefully there's a few players back available tomorrow. Obviously before the international break, we had Gyökeres, Havertz, Jesus, Madueke, Odegaard, and Martinelli all injured. I'm hearing that potentially Madueke, Martinelli, and Gyökeres could be back in the squad, which will be obviously a boost as well. So yeah, this could be a chance here for Newcastle. Here is Harvey Barnes again on the left. Oh, he just overstrained it a little bit there. And Manchester City are going to have to try and go for it again. But like I said, I always said it as well, like, when it comes to these kind of situations, Newcastle just better trying to just attack again rather than doing the whole sit-back thing. You know what I'm saying? Donnarumma's got a yellow card for complaining. But yeah, man. Playing with us, says Unseen. What up? Big up normal guy in the building. Hope you're well, my bro. Man City keeper 3 yellow cards of the season. Yeah, man, that's kind of excessive still. That's kind of a lot for a guy. Yeah, keepers should be getting that many yellow cards at this stage anyway. It's only been 12 games. And he didn't even play some of them. Trafford was starting, so he's probably played less. But yeah, triple substitution from Pep Guardiola, 15 minutes to go. Remember, he kind of knows he needs to win this game, really, to kind of put more pressure on Arsenal. But it's always going to be a difficult game, especially after the international break, man. But yeah, triple change. It looks like Savio's coming on. Doku's going to be off. Been quiet this half. He was very good in the first half, but he's been very quiet this half. He's coming off. Savio's on. Or Savinho. Oscar Bob, who scored the winner a couple of seasons ago at Newcastle in a 3-2 win. I remember there were 2-1 down in that game, and they brought on De Bruyne and Oscar Bob, and they both ended up scoring. So the Pep's going to be hoping that he can do something similar in this game. Bernardo Silva's coming off for Reinders as well. So yeah. Never get why VAR for offsides isn't instant. Like, they can't just draw the lines then give the decision. Nothing subjective. But yeah, especially with the semi-automatic offsides, bro. I don't know whether it's a thing where, with certain offsides, it's whether you interpretate them being offside, whether that's what they're kind of deciding. So if someone's in offside position, do they make a play for the ball, or are they interfering with play? That kind of level, then I can understand, because that can be subjective depending on who's in the VAR room, if you think someone's interfering or not. You've seen it with the Liverpool goal before the international break with Van Dijk. I wouldn't have given offside for that, but obviously the guy gave offside. But yeah, when it comes to is he offside or not, that definitely should be dealt with a bit more quicker. But they're going to add the time on anyway. You're probably looking at plus 6, 7, 8 minutes, if I'm being honest. This is why I said for Newcastle, you're better off trying to just attack. Only try and defend maybe in the like 80 plus, 85th, 86th, 87th minute when it's getting towards the end. But if you start doing it from now, City you're definitely going to have another chance for sure, man. But yeah, here's Savinho. Gonzalez. Ahmed says, congratulations on the title. Nah, nothing. It's too early, bro. It's too early, man. And again, we've not played as well. And City can definitely come back in this game. We've not played tomorrow either. So yeah, man, it's still definitely early. Even if we would have win tomorrow and City were to lose this, still too early, bro. Still way too early. Ball into the area, headed away by Newcastle. And like we see, obviously, we're definitely going to miss Gabriel. Even though I still think that's not an excuse. We still should be doing what we've been doing. But he's still obviously probably our best defender, man. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a little bit of a difference. But we have to just kind of adapt and just get on with it, really, to be honest with you. I don't really want to hear any kind of excuses of why we can't get the job done, to be fair. So yeah. But yeah, here is Diaz, Nunez, Reinders as well. Guardiola. Arise there too. You're battering Spurs, man. I hope so, bro. I hope so. But you never know with derbies, man. You never know with derbies, innit? It's just a weird game. But yeah, fingers crossed. And also as well, I never lie. After the international break, and sometimes after Champions League, man, the team's performances are not like predictable, consistent. You just don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like even after the last international break, we played Fulham and we didn't play that great. I know we won the game, but we weren't that great. And it's like it might be a similar thing here. I mean, you could look at City and say they've not been that great, but again, after the international break, kind of the bigger teams, it's kind of just getting through the game and trying to get the 3 points. That's what I always noticed anyway. Because obviously the players have been away from each other for a period of time. So you kind of lost a little bit of momentum in it. But still 2-1 to Newcastle. Obviously, Manchester City. I've got 10 minutes plus stoppage time. So I would say about 20 minutes. Referee's giving a free kick there. A bit more time to waste. But like I said, any drop points would be welcomed, whether it's 3 points or 1. As long as City don't win, this will be a great opportunity in terms of one of those teams where you think they could actually get points off City, especially at St. James's as well. Looking at it, man. But yeah, if City do lose this will be their 4th defeat already, man. So you're looking at them losing 4. Newcastle, Liverpool have already lost 6. It's a lot of games, man. Already, like we're not even in we don't even played 18 games yet. We don't even played every team. And the title kind of contenders are losing 4 or 5 already. It's a lot. It is a lot. Apart from Arsenal, have only lost 1, but again, they could easily lose more games as well, especially because we got Tottenham and Chelsea in the next 2 Prem games. So yeah, man. So it could mean 2 things. It could mean the Prem is obviously going to be like the winners are going to have less points than normal, or if there is one particular winner and it's Arsenal, they're going to be obviously more standout and clearish because everyone else is dropping points. So we'll have to wait and see, man. But yeah, 9 minutes to go. Newcastle are going to bring some players on, Alanga and Joe Willock, which might give them a bit more energy, especially Alanga's pace. Probably an ideal place to bring him on as well for maybe someone like a Verdemeda or a Harvey Barnes who might be a bit tired now. But yeah, 9 minutes to go for Newcastle to hold on. Manchester City got possession here. Haaland, again, in that first half, should have scored some goals, but could still get another chance here. Ball over the top, headed away by Newcastle. Headed away by Newcastle there. Man said a bit early. Brilliant game this. Big up yourself, Kieran. Big up on scene as well. All could be chance here. Guimaraes. Oh, he's got a... Oh, good ball in there. Oh, great tackle. Who was that? Nunes, man. Fantastic tackle. Just about... He avoids the corner as well. Great defending there. Definitely an improvement by Nunes, man, at right back for sure. But that's what you need to do. That's what I'm saying, man. You've still got that transitional threat with willing runners, Murray. Because you're better off scoring another goal than trying to rely on the 2-1 if you can. Obviously, ideally, you want to try and get these kind of players on before City score in this attack. Here's Savinho on the left. 2v1, though. 3v1 now. Savinho still got the ball. Passes it back to... I don't even know who that is. Back to Oscar Bob on the right. Could be another chance here. Oscar Bob on his left foot. Oscar Bob cleared away. Oscar Bob again. And see Reinders. Gonzalez. Ball over the top. Headed away. Oscar Bob cleared away by Newcastle. Here's Vertemeda. There's the pass there on. Oh, here's Jacob. Is Tonali. If he had a bit more pace. Tonali. He did quite well there, to be fair. I think he's gone up for a goal kick. Didn't get the corner though. See, if you had a Langer there, he would have been toast. Great hold-up play. Harvey Barnes. After he missed the tap-in as well. But fair play, man. 26 points, Fantasy Football League. We'll probably bring a Langer on soon. Yeah, it's coming on now, my bro. It's coming on now. But yeah, man, big him up, man. Because his head could have gone down after he missed that easy chance. But then this is how weird football is. He definitely he definitely scored 2 harder chances than that one. That one was literally like an open goal, bro. And then the one he just scored, the second goal, he had to adjust his feet. He had players on him, and then even though obviously it wasn't even an empty net. He had to kind of get it past all the people on the line. So yeah, but football's just weird how you can score a harder chance and then miss an easy one. But big him up, man. Scored 2 very good goals, and you hope Newcastle are going to get something from the game. If it's not a win, at least a draw. But you never know. Football's a weird one. But yeah, Elanga's on, Joe Willock's on, and you hope that you're going to have kind of a bit more of a transitional threat with them on the pitch, especially obviously Elanga, who's rapid. You get him in transition, he's going to be away. You're not going to be able to catch him. It's too quick. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But 5 minutes to go plus injury time. It's going to be at least 8 minutes, man. With that VAR check, that was about 3 or 4. So yeah, ball into the area by Savinho. Decent ball in. Don't want handball. It's gone out for a corner. And this is kind of the danger points here. These kind of corners and ricochets and stuff is kind of how I see City scoring at this late stage. I feel like, to be fair, the Newcastle have defended much better in the second half. Not really got any clear-cut opportunities, Man City, this half compared to the first one. So yeah, Phil Foden. Ball into the area. Could be a chance here. Oh, over the top of the bar, Savinho. Over the top of the bar, man. I wish the season ends ASAP, man. Nah, listen, bro, Ahmad, you got to think. You still got the Champions League and the FA Cup, bro. Like, you can still be successful. I know, again, the expectation was you to win the league again. And I just can't see you doing it now. You just lost too many games, and you got to lose more. There's no way I'd put my house on the line that you'd be unbeaten from now to the end of the season. You're definitely going to lose another game. So, yeah, it's just going to get silly. It's just going to get silly, man. Do you know what I mean? So, but nah, bro. Yeah, I know you care about the league, man. And again, it's one of those ones where I feel like if you do have like an off season, especially this time in the league, there's all the teams, Man City, Arsenal, or if it's Arsenal, we had an off one last year because of the injuries and obviously having a shocking transfer window. And obviously Liverpool capitalized. You can't have like off seasons and still kind of challenge, or we're like, you've got to be on point. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of the thing, man. The tops will be posted up in the Newcastle kit tomorrow. That's crazy. I care about the league, man. Who cares about the FA Cup? Nah, FA Cup's a trophy, bro. FA Cup's a trophy, man. I killed, bro. I ain't seen my team win a trophy in 6 years, brother. And that was the FA Cup as well. Listen, you take it, especially as well. I think the good teams as well, bro. Like, not every manager can win the league every single season, but if you don't win the league, make sure you get some trophies as well, whether it's a cup, Champions League, whatever. And then you go again for the next season, innit? So you don't end up like trophyless and you go 2-3 years without one. So I think for you could definitely still win either of those competitions. The Champions League, I think, is a different format. We've seen loads of teams not do well in their league, but do well in the Champions League. You've got the heritage for it as well. And you've just beat Real Madrid too. So who were one of the favorites because they always are every year. So yeah, man, it's definitely a different ballpark with the Champions League, man. It's less physical. I feel like it more tunes into the kind of the players you've got, whether it's Wirtz or Kerkez or these kind of guys who you get a bit more space in the Champions League because teams, they all feel like they can obviously outperform another team. They don't focus on deep blocks or low blocks or physicality as much. So this could be a chance here for Newcastle. Here's Jacob Murphy. You got Elanga running. Murphy's still running as well. Murphy cuts in. See, he took Verdemeyer off. I would have probably kept him on a bit, man. Just because he just knits it all together and links up and stuff. Well, good play, though. Newcastle still got the ball. Here's Willock on the left-hand side. And you kind of just want to just keep the ball, really, if you're Newcastle. Champions League is unrealistic. Nah, I think you're still in the chance for the Champions League, bro. Like I said, man, I don't think they correlate for sure. It all depends on the draw. You might think we ain't got a realistic chance because if you get Bayern Munich, for example, they're going to beat us over 2 legs. But you could not get them and they get knocked out by a team that you're not expected. And then you end up knocking the team that knocked them out. Like, that's the thing with Champions League, man. I can never rule, because it's a competition, you just can't rule anyone out that they can win, because you just don't know what route they're going to have, who's going to beat who. Like, it's so unpredictable. So it just depends, man, to be fair. Obviously, you have to be a good team to obviously get far in it. I get that. And obviously, at the minute, you're not playing very well in the league. But I think in the Champions League, man, I think you could definitely turn it on for sure. But yeah, you finished second though. Yeah, but again, I'd rather win a trophy, bro. That's the thing with me, man. The second thing, I know we finished second 3 times, but you got to start winning some silverware. Because I'll be real, I'm not going to remember in 20 years' time we finished second in 2024. I'm just not going to remember that, bro. Like, I'm going to remember the times we won the FA Cup or we won the league or whatever. Like, we actually won a trophy. I could celebrate at Wembley and stuff like that. We finished second. It's just like, as long as I didn't win it. So, and it's not like I finished second and won something. Then they keep like, okay, we finished second and won a cup or Europe or something. See, well, I like clockwork. What did I say? I said it'll be eight added minutes. I like clockwork is 8 added minutes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. But yeah, man, ball over the top, trying to find a Langer down the channel. Do you go in the corner? I think it's too early, man. Just try and. Not going to get free kick. Donnarumma's gone down injured. He just threw the ball and just threw himself to the floor. That was funny. But yeah, 7 minutes to go for Man City to get. I mean, they need 2 goals, really. Even if it ends up a draw. That's fine by me, man. That's fine by me, brother. As long as they drop some points, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Especially after we drew as well. Against, it's going to be a chance here for Man City. For a corner. We are 11th. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I'm not going to, I'll be lying to you if I said, yeah, you're in a good position. It's not good, bro. I'll be real. It's not good, man. But yeah. Ball into the area. Headed away by Newcastle. And gonna be another chance to put it into the box. Cuts it back. Reinders. Nunes. Savio. Still in there. Oh. Good block there by Newcastle. And Tonali. That's a free kick. Oscar Bob. And he's going to get a yellow card as well. And then, yeah, good play there by Tonali, man. Cuts it back. And yeah, it's a free kick. Probably a bit harsh on the yellow card. He just clips him, but he just got skill in the end. And Tonali did well to make sure he got the free kick there. It just wasted a little bit more time. But yeah, 6 minutes to go. And like I said, man, well, yeah, Newcastle, in terms of the amount of chances they created as well. I mean, to be fair, Man City have created a lot of chances themselves, man. Really. Haaland, and this is what I think I said before the international break. Haaland's amazing and stuff like that. But when he has an off day, which is going to be rare, but it'll like today, where obviously he's not put away his chances, you need other man. I mean, the goal they've scored is from Ruben Diaz. You need other attackers to step up, bro. Like, they need to chip in. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially in these kind of moments. Because I think Haaland's very good at getting like the first goal and stuff like that for a team, and then other kind of people like chip in. But I don't see many people get like the first goal for City on a regular basis. Maybe like a Foden used to. Obviously, he's not done it in a while consistently. But yeah, obviously Doku doesn't really score that many. So Savinho, obviously, to be fair, has been on the bench, but he didn't score that many. You got to just leave that for a corner there. But he's kind of kept it in. I want handball. Wanted a free kick there. Not going to get it. But yeah, man. But still time for City to get something from the game. Still at least about 4 minutes left. They've got the ball now, Savinho, and that's gonna be a yellow card. That's gonna be a yellow card there. But yeah, big up Korean in the building. I said football won today. Haaland should move to a bigger club. It's time to move on from this criminal organization. Big up Korean, man. Nah, I reckon he will go to Real Madrid at some stage, man. He's just going to win it. There's no way he's gonna spend all of his career at Man City. Especially because he's won all the trophies anyway. So, but yeah, for his brand, for obviously his legacy, he's gonna want to play for one of the big Spanish teams, and it's gonna be Real Madrid. I don't know whether Mbappe will still be there, but it's definitely gonna be them at some stage. Could be a chance. Cleared away by Newcastle. And obviously Newcastle holding on a little bit. They've still got at least 3 to 4 minutes left to hold on. Like I said, a draw I'll take, even though obviously a win would be better. But as long as they drop some type of points, they get 3 points. It's all good. But yeah, time is obviously running out. Here's Oscar Bob 2v1. Good play there by Oscar Bob. Going around the channel. Oscar Bob into the area. And he's going to get a corner. So yeah, man. Big on seeing part of the bus, lads. Is it me or does City look so sluggish since last season? What happened to them? Now, obviously, again, their midfield kind of structure has definitely not been the same since Rodri did his ACL, man, in terms of how they dominate games, how they control games. Still got a chance here, though. Corner going to come in. 3 minutes to go. Corner comes in. Into the area. Still in the air. Cuts it back to the right-hand side. Ball into the area. Cleared away by Newcastle. Out for another corner. Another throw-in, sorry. But yeah, Rodri's the missing thing. They need to replace him to gain more control in their games, man. Because even though they're winning games and they score goals and the defensive record has been good up until this game, I feel like they never, in the games, unless they score like 2-3 goals, they don't seem like they're in control. Like in previous years, you're not going to get any chances, or they're going to end up winning the game regardless of what you kind of set up or how you do. Whereas now it seems a bit more basketball-y, some of the games I've watched from them. That's a free kick to Newcastle, and there's 2 minutes to go. So yeah, I think a lot of that is because Rodri, obviously in those years, was just a controller. He just used to dictate the tempo of the game, could obviously break up play, could obviously create chances from deep. Like he was doing everything basically. He could obviously put out fires as well, anticipate where balls are going to go, etc. So yeah, man. And again, they've just not replaced his quality, man. To be able to do that again. But obviously Haaland's still scoring in it. So yeah. But yeah, they might get results here and there, but Jesus, they are boring to watch. To be fair, I think the game's been all right. This game in particular, they had enough chances to kind of score, but they gave Newcastle a few chances as well, to be fair. But I mean, Haaland, like I said, when Haaland's doing amazing stuff, but you literally, even though they've been able to, there's got to be a few games where you can't just rely on him. Like some people, over attackers, have to step up and score as well. Because it's not fair, bro. Like the guy's scoring literally every game. There's going to be a couple of games, like in Aston Villa game and this one, where he might not get the kind of goal scoring chance. Or obviously he has had a few chances this game, but he might not be able to put it in the back of the net. So all the people have to step up. Still enough time. There's 1 minute to go on my clock anyway. 97 minutes. Doesn't look like City are going to win the game. They might be able to get a draw though. And again, you'll probably take a draw away at Newcastle, considering the circumstances, being 2-1 down with less than a minute to go. Ball into the area by Man City, and that's gone out for a goal kick, man. Big up Kurt. Hope you're well, my bro. Don't like to moan about rest, but Newcastle's second goal is clearly offside, and City should have had a penalty in the first half. Joke of a referee. Obviously, I didn't see them. I don't think I've seen the City penalty because I was late to the stream, bro. But the offside goal, it did look offside to me. Obviously, I've not seen. They did do the semi-automated lines, and it did look like he was onside from how they did it. But on first view, it did look offside. But yeah, man. This ref booking all City players and not Newcastle warrant players with me as well. It was not offside. LOL. They checked it with the VAR. It's not offside. They spent 3 years VARing that thing. It can't be offside. There has been a yellow card for myself. What booking? Newcastle second goal. It's definitely offside. Look at the feet. It was checked with VAR. What are we talking about for myself? Only spark is Haaland. cleared away there. Newcastle still trying to hold on. This could be a little last chance. Newcastle got a chance in transition. Got to just go to the corner. Trying to play in Elanga. Oh, good tackle though, man. And Newcastle have still got to defend. And that's it. Newcastle have won the game. Newcastle have won the game 2-1. Harvey Barnes double. How was enough to get all 3 points. And Manchester City have lost their first game after the international break. That's 4 defeats in the league already. Newcastle beating Manchester City. Man City losing. Liverpool losing today as well. And it's all eyes on Arsenal tomorrow against Tottenham in the NLD North London derby. But fantastic win for Newcastle. A very good game and loads of chances. Man City will be ruining the chances they missed in the first half. Foden, Haaland missed a couple of one-on-ones as well. But Newcastle missed chances too. Haaland with Harvey Barnes with an open net. That should have been 1-0 as well. So, but overall, again, Newcastle had chances. Man City had chances, but Newcastle were more clinical and end up winning the game 2-1. And it's a big result for not only Newcastle, but for Arsenal, who could now go 7 points clear if they beat Tottenham Hotspur at home of Manchester City. It would be 6 points clear of Chelsea, who are now in second place. Haaland FC says, Kurt says, but congratulations for Arsenal winning the league. Listen, I'm not getting carried away. It's still a long way to go, my bro. Still a long way to go. And obviously, we need to win tomorrow as well. So, yeah, still not all done now, man. But yeah, still long. It's only November, innit? Haaland FC says, Korean. Big up Rory says Pep Guardiola and the long throw-ins, my word. Guardiola Guardiola accepted the dark arts. That haram ball, he's taken one from Arteta's handbook. Listen, this is where the league's going, bro. It is going long throws, corners, physicality, set pieces. It's just going that way. So it's kind of one of the things where it's kind of, if you can't beat him, join him in it, because you've seen it with Liverpool. Like, if you don't have physicality, you just get battered. Like, obviously, like in terms of you can't maintain possession. Like, you just get out muscled. It's one of those ones. Obviously, Joe Linton's losing his head a bit there. I don't know who to. Might be Haaland. I'm not sure. But he's losing his head with someone. He just needs to go down, bro. Is Joe Linton? Yeah, it's Joe Linton. But yeah, crazy. Only thing I agree with is Haaland can't be the only one to score the goals. Yeah, I said this. I've been saying this for a while, Kurt, to be honest, bro. Like, other man need to step up, bro. Like, obviously he's great and he's scored a load of goals and that, but bro, other people, when it's like close, like the same happened at Villa, like when they didn't score and then you end up losing the game. Like, all the guys need to, when you're 1-0 down or it's 0-0 or you need a goal, people like Foden, people like Doku, people like Savio, even if I thought Doku had a good first half, they need to put the ball in the back of the net to help out Haaland a bit, because Haaland's doing his best. Like, he can't do anymore. Like, the guy's got 14 goals in 12 games, like more goals than games, brother. Like, it's time for other people to kind of chip in with a few, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So to get the burden off a bit, off him a bit as well. So yeah, look at this man's pearly whites. He knows what's happening. Just because they checked VAR doesn't mean they got everything right. If Spurs win, does it throw the league in chaos? I mean, potentially. I mean, people, bro, it's kind of crazy, but Chelsea would only be 3 points off us, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And we got Chelsea next week. So Chelsea, if we lose, obviously, tomorrow and Chelsea beat us next week, they'll be level on points with us. So this is how quickly it can turn. This is why when people say congrats and stuff like that, I'm like, bro, the league is far from over. It's a long way to go. There's going to be twists and turns. Arsenal going to drop points at some stage as well, whether it's against Tottenham tomorrow, Chelsea next week. We will drop points, man, especially in December. We've got too many games. There's going to be times, and we've lost, obviously, a couple of players as well, which is not an excuse, but we will, man. Like, we're not going to win every game. So, yeah, I think it is up for grabs, man. I think potentially what might even save people like Liverpool or maybe City to an extent is that it might be one of the kind of the lowest winning kind of title winners in recent memory. If everyone's just kind of on the same level where everyone's dropping points. We've seen it back in the day. Teams used to win the title with like 78 points. You didn't even get 80, bro. 78, and they won the league. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's definitely possible, man. Definitely possible. We'll have to wait and see, though. I said, but at the same time, Haaland and Foden got to score those chances in the first half. I agree, Kurt, man. I agree, man. You got to be, especially Foden should have scored that, man. Even Haaland, to be fair, from his ability, he'd be disappointed he didn't score those chances either, man. But again, if you don't take your chances, this is kind of the thing that happens, bro. You got to make sure you do, because other teams will. Man said, hey, hand the trophy already. Kurt says Liverpool and City are both cooked. We're both shit. Nah, both of you've not had a great start to the season, man. When you look at your normal standards of getting 90 plus points, neither of you are going to do that this season. It's just whether Arsenal, I don't even think Arsenal need to get 90, just whether they can get what they've been getting before in the last couple of seasons, not last season, seasons before. I think we've got like 84 and then like 89. I think that would be enough this season, to be fair. 86, 85, 87, I think would be enough to win it, to be honest, this season, because I don't think anyone's getting 90. Whereas it's definitely not Liverpool, man. City, I don't think so either. To be honest with you. But yeah, Guardiola trying to use Haaland like Peter Crouch. To be honest, Tops, City did get robbed, but at the same time, Foden and Haaland got to score them chances. Yeah, man. I mean, to be fair, Kurt, in the second half, I don't think you played that particularly well. When you look at kind of the chances you had in the first half, you definitely got to score. But in the second half, man, I think Newcastle were the better team. If I'm being honest, I know you obviously scored the Diaz goal, but he didn't really create any kind of clear-cut opportunities as much as he did in the first half. So, yeah, I think when you don't obviously get those chances and Newcastle scored the first goal, it's difficult for you guys to get back into the game, bro, to be honest, because it's just obviously you've won there before. When you win there, you don't batter them like no one batters them like that. Like the top teams, you win by an odd goal or you win in the last minute. Obviously, I was talking about Oscar Bob winning there a couple of seasons ago. That was in the last minute. I think last year you drew there 1-1, I think. It was 1-1 draw. Obviously, we've lost the last 2 seasons there. Obviously, we beat them this season last minute. Like Liverpool beat them last minute. Like you're not going to go there. So when you get chances, you got to take them because they will get chances themselves, innit? And if they take them, it's difficult for you to get back into the game. That's just how they are at St. James's against like the big teams. Like they'll probably play someone like West Ham and lose at St. James's. Like it's just football, just weird like that, innit? But yeah, man. But yeah, I think in the end, you got to look at City's missed chances, man, and why they didn't get anything from the game. Because they're chances you expect Foden and Haaland to score. To be honest, the referee today, you got to say, was poor performance from the ref. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of yellow cards given, and obviously time added on and stuff like that. But yeah, I think again, it's one of those ones, Kurt, where I feel like for me, you got to try and make sure the ref, if you think the refs had a bad game, doesn't influence the game as much. Because if you would have put those chances away, you would have just won the game anyway, despite of the ref, if you think he had a bad game. So yeah, I think you got to look more to the players, man, missing those chances, bro. Because there are chances you expect them to score. Who is playing with Saliba? I would say probably Mascara is going to go with. I'd like to see Hincapié there just because, again, he's left-footed. He's left side. We've not seen too much of him because he's been injured and been playing left back. So, but yeah, I reckon it's going to be Mascara, man. But to be honest, I'm not too fussed. I think either of them, even though I've not seen too much of Hincapié, either of them should be good enough. I've seen Mascara. He's looked good. And Hincapié he's on loan, but he's going to cost like 45 mil. So he should be good enough to come in and fill in for a few Premier League games. So, but yeah, whatever he goes with, it's one of those ones. Arsenal won the league, in my opinion, Tops. I've seen enough. Wow. Very, 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 very big. See, for me, like I said, I'm more kind of, again, I need to see how we are personally, Kurt, under pressure. Because I know, obviously, everyone knows their own team in it. But I just know Arsenal, man, they just fumble under pressure when there's a bit of pressure on them. The only kind of thing that we kind of need to hope for is that we're so far clear away when it comes to March, April, that it doesn't even matter about pressure because we're just so far away that there's not a matter of, like, if we're like 10 points, like a bit like Liverpool last season, they were like 8 or 9 points clear anyway. 10 points. I think no, there might be 10 points clear in like April, to the point where it's like, well, Arsenal are going to have to win every game last year, and then Liverpool are going to have to lose 2-3 in a row. It's just never going to happen. Like, Arsenal were never going to win every game, and Liverpool were never going to lose that many. So it's going to have to be that point for me. But I can see how people would think that based on how teams have performed so far. But like I said, man, bro, it's so early. Like, as long as you're in and around it, Kurt, it's always, because Arsenal will get twitchy, bro. Like, I'm telling you that now. If you're like only 6 points behind us, we are going to get twitchy, bro. And it only takes a couple of defeats or a couple of draws, and then you're right on us again. So I think you just have to make sure you don't get too far away from us, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's still early days. Like I said, when it comes to Arsenal and pressure, man, we crumble, bro. So in recent memories, anyway. So for me, I need to see Arsenal get over that hurdle. Then going into, like, say if we win the league and then the title race next season, I'll be more confident to say, you know what, Arsenal can definitely do this. So yeah, man. Big ol' Rory. He says now beat them. Got us down the road tomorrow. Pause 100. That's a big pause, Corey. Wow. Well, big up yourself, bro. Yeah, we need to beat them, man. We need to beat them, man. Obviously, yeah, we need to beat them, bro. There's no excuses, man. We need to win. I believe more the missed chances on Foden today because, to be fair, Haaland. Yeah, that's fair enough, bro. That's fair enough. Haaland has yeah, mate. Haaland's like Haaland. If there's one player or one striker, you're like, you know what, you missed a few chances. Yeah, you can have that game. It is going to be Haaland, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because he's literally scored in nearly every game you've had. So yeah, but yeah, Foden definitely should have scored. That was probably the easiest chance out of them all because it was basically a tap in, man, from a player of his ability to kind of open up his foot and just put it in the bottom corner. He definitely should have scored that, man. Richarlison is going to take his shirt off at the Emirates. Bro, it's going to be so funny him taking his shirt off for him to lose the game still. It's going to be hilarious, man. Apart from Haaland scoring in the league this season, all the players have scored. Yeah. See, bro. See, I don't think that's not sustainable, bro. Not to win a league. You always have to have at least another guy. I know there's certain, obviously, teams that have like two, but you even look at the kind of title winning teams. You look at Chelsea, who had Costa and Hazard. Then you look at Leicester, who had Vardy and Mahrez. Obviously, City have had Foden and Haaland, or Aguero and Yaya Toure, or Chelsea had Drogba and Lampard. Also had Henry and Perez. Like, there's always two, bro. Two guys that score double figures, in it, at least. Normally, sometimes it's three. Like, obviously, Liverpool have had Mane, Salah, and Firmino. Obviously, all scored double figures in the season before. But you at least have two normally. I'm trying to think of a team that didn't. Even like when you look at Man United, Van Persie, Rooney. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. If you win the league, man, you normally do have at least two that kind of chip in with the goals, man. So yeah, yeah, you kind of need another one for sure. I blame the missed chances Foden more than it's Guardiola and Haaland need to get out for their careers forever, get tarnished from being associated with the criminal organization. It's clear City just attacked loophole for owners. That's me getting caught because I said City would win 3-0 today. This is why I don't normally do predictions. Yeah, 3-0's kind of crazy. I can't lie, bro. I thought you'd win, but I said 1-0 because I know how difficult Newcastle is for all the teams, not just obviously Arsenal. Any other big teams, you rarely see. I'm trying to think of the last time a top 6 team went there and slapped them, bro. It's been I can't remember, bro. Even the games that we've won there in the past, we will beat them like 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1. Like they just don't really get put to the sword like that, man. At their ground, I'm trying to think of a team. I'm sure there's gonna be one. But yeah, man. But yeah, even look at like a Man United, they don't really win there. Obviously, like I said, Liverpool only won there in the last minute 3-2. Chelsea lost there last season as well. Spurs always get fucking battered there. They lost, 6-1? 4-0 the other season? Bro, yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. So, yeah, man, crazy. Liverpool assembled the Avengers and they're so imbalanced. Yeah, man, bro, that's the biggest story here, bro. How Liverpool are 11th, having spent the most or one of the most in the transfer window. They broke the British transfer record twice in a season, in a transfer window. I don't think that will ever be done again. To break it twice, to buy a player for the most money and then buy another player for even more money than that player that's crazy, man. And to be this bad is definitely not good enough for them. So yeah, man, I think they're definitely more trouble than City. I think with City, they kind of just need to, like I said, get someone for Rodri long term. I know obviously Nico Gonzalez is doing a good job, but maybe someone that again can kind of take that mantle, which is difficult, man, because Rodri is such a top player. And I feel like, again, injury-wise, he's not someone that you can just rely on, really, even though he can come back. But he's going to obviously keep getting niggling injuries because of the ACL for the foreseeable. So, yeah, man, I think potentially they could do with like a top-level player in that position. And then I would say another attacker that's going to contribute with the goals. I know you got Mamouche, but he doesn't always play. And the other kind of players, even though they're tricky wingers, they don't contribute enough, man, with the goals, man. So, yeah, man. I think that's what they need. But yeah, Liverpool are definitely in trouble. Nico O'Reilly is good. He's so good, but he cannot do it all on his own. He is a very good player, man. He's a very good player. Getting pummeled 0-3 at home is United level. Yeah, bro, that's funny how you said that, Kareem, because when that happened, I went back to like when Man United lost 3-0 at home to like Bournemouth or Brighton or like in like Ten Hag days or even like last season. And that's what it felt like, man. But for Nottingham Forest, like I said, that was the first away win of the season. For them to go there and score 3 goals and keep a clean sheet, man, it's very worrying, especially when they've got Isak, they've got Salah, they've got these players. Obviously, Wirtz was missing. Ikitike came on. Gakpo played as well. Like, attacking-wise, they only missed Wirtz, and Wirtz has not got a GA in the Premier League so far this season. So it's not like they're missing any attacking players. And like I said, if the referee allowed or VAR allowed the 4th goal, they would have lost 4-0 at home. Like, yeah, it's bad, man. It's really, really bad. Really bad. No, I'm not saying they're going to win, but this is definitely the best chance they've had in ages. Oh, but also, yeah, definitely. Like I said, like I said, I'm always speaking about 2 perspectives. I know for Arsenal, they have to win the league because it's been 6 years. We spent a lot of money. Arteta has been there a long time. He's got his own players. From that perspective, Liverpool and City are not at their best, as we can see. If you're not going to win it now, there's just no way you're ever going to win this. But then from another perspective, it's like, well, you need to prove that you can actually win it. You need to show in kind of the pressure moments you can actually get through it, and you've got the mentality. Because I think we've got the players to do it. It's all about mental, bro. That's the only way I think personally we won't win it is mentally pressure or whatever will get on top of us and we just can't handle it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Arsenal will slap Tottenham. Hopefully, bro. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. We should do. I mean, I say slap, but we should beat them, man. Because I think we're gonna get some players back. Because my only worry was like, even though we should have a team, like a first team still strong enough to beat them, like when the game gets tight, because I don't think it's going to be a case where it's going to be a high scoring game, actually. I think Frank is definitely going to set up and how we played against Man City at the Etihad and try and be compact and stuff like that. But I think it's very crucial for us to have some players that can come off the bench and impact it. Against Sunderland, we just didn't have any, like attackers anyway. Apart from Ethan, who obviously Arteta doesn't trust to come on. So yeah, to get the likes of Martinelli back, if Gyökeres starts or if Gyökeres is on the bench, that'll be Odegaard is another one that can come on and makes things happen like he did against Newcastle away. If you can try and get someone like that, kind of solidifies the fact that we should be winning the game. So yeah, if Haaland continues his trajectory, he'll be in the same discussion as our Lord and Savior. Like, yeah, you're definitely trolling, man. I said Yaya Sanogo, Shamak, and Lord Bentner, you know. Arsenal alumni. Lord Bentner, Shamak. To be fair, Bentner, he gets cooked. Well, bro, Bentner got actually, I think he got something like 49 goals for Arsenal, which, to be fair, is quite a lot, considering he was never a first-team player. He was someone that always used to come off the bench, man. But he used to get a few goals here and there, bro. And they added up still. They added up still, man. But yeah, Lord Bentner's crazy. Haaland should have gone and around the goalkeeper. Yeah, I said that. He should have just, maybe he wasn't confident to, but I don't know, because he's very good with his right foot in terms of his finishing. But maybe he wasn't confident of, because he would have had to drag it with his left, and then obviously the empty goal would have been on his right foot to hit it. So maybe he wasn't confident enough to do that. But yeah, he definitely should have, man. Have Sunderland play Newcastle yet? No, they play him in December. I want to say it's like December the 20th. That should be a really good game, just because Sunderland are actually decent this season, and obviously Newcastle away from home have not been the best, so that should be a good game. City need plays in January. Bam. Who would you get, man? Who would you get? You know who City need right now? Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure would be a box-to-box powerhouse. Yeah, for sure. You could do with someone like that, man. Thank God you didn't get Declan Rice, man, when you were bidding for him, because this would have came in handy for him to just slot in and play where you need him to play, man. Being that box-to-box guy that can intercept and give it to like a Bernardo to kind of build up play, man. Someone that's obviously really athletic across the pitch. Their midfield looks so dead. No energy. Yeah, man. Like I said, like I feel like Rodri was doing so much going back as well, interception and obviously his running power and stuff like that. It's not just obviously him going forward and him like controlling the game. They definitely miss his kind of presence for sure. But again, you kind of have to look to see if you can try to replace that with another player, man. But it's very difficult because he's definitely a top player. They need a midfielder who can break the press and get things going and pass it on to the. Yeah, that's literally it. That's what he used to do. And it's very, very difficult to find a player that's good enough to do that coming straight away, who's not already in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, Bernardo Silva should have been sold off. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I think when he left, when Gundogan and De Bruyne left, I think he should have been going as well. But then you look at it thinking, well, do we keep his experience? We don't want to lose too many at the same time. But he's definitely someone that should maybe have a bit part role. But then again, it's like, well, kind of the players you're replacing him with. It's a weird one, man, because I feel like City have got really good attackers, but like Kurt said, you look at kind of how often they don't really score that often, bro. Like between them, even though you think Shirky could definitely get some more goals, Foden should be getting more goals. We've seen Foden be player of the year. Like he's definitely capable of scoring more. I think Doku can score more. Like his performances have definitely been more consistent, but again, you want him to score more often. I mean, Savio, like I don't know, man. Maybe he should have left in the summer because he doesn't really start many games. He comes on, doesn't really like step up and score on a regular basis. He's not really a goal scorer. Like, yeah, man, it's a bit of a difficult one for him either. So when you're looking at it, man, you just think, well, what can you actually look at this team and think on paper? Like Mamouche is another one where you think he definitely can score goals, but again, contribution wise, he's not really doing it this season. So I don't know, man. It's a tricky one, bro. It's a tricky one. It is a tricky one. Teams can't have too many creative outlets. There can only be one playmaker. What is it? Foden, Bernardo, who? Yeah, Cherky. Yeah, I get what you're saying still. In terms of the balance of the team. Because the thing is, you could use Foden more as like a box crasher because he can score goals, and then use Cherky more as the creator. Because Cherky does have kind of, I've seen him have a good relationship with Haaland in terms of when he needs to make runs and stuff like that. So yeah, maybe it's a balance thing, man. But then again, like I said, you kind of need to make sure you've got two guys that you can rely on to score in the same team. I think Haaland, again, if you're just relying on him to score you in every game, even though he's more than capable of doing it, I think it's very unfair, man. Like, and it's unrealistic expectation to expect one player to score in every scenario, in every game against every opposition, every single time. And that's without him not being injured or anything. So, yeah, I think it is very, very unfair if you do that. One thing about City was they made changes ruthlessly when they did and got quality players. Bernardo Silva is dipping massively. Wasn't Bernardo Silva initially bought in when David Silva was dropping? Yeah, I think so. I think that's correct. Yeah. And I think Bernardo Silva's been linked with a move away for about 2-3 years, I think. About 2 years at least. And it kind of kept hold of him. But yeah, like I said, man, I think even with him in particular, like, I don't think what he does is particularly a problem. It's just the fact that you're relying on him, like, consistently in terms of games-wise to kind of produce. And again, you kind of get what you get with him. Like, he's another one who can score goals, but for the last couple of seasons, not really contributing in terms of goal scoring. His role's a bit different, though. More about defensive stability, more about keeping possession, kind of losing the fact they haven't got Rodri or losing the fact they haven't got people like De Bruyne in the team, stuff like that, who are very good at, obviously, ball retention. He's someone that is good at ball retention. But then in terms of attacking-wise, doesn't really have the quality as much as he did before to influence the game. So, yeah, man. But yeah, it's a big blow for Manchester City. The only thing they can hope for is Arsenal drop points tomorrow, and they've got this kind of difficult win or difficult ground out of the way. I still think City look good at home. At the Etihad, I think they'll probably beat most teams there. If I'm being honest, I know they lost to Spurs, but Spurs is kind of like a bogey team. But away from home is kind of where you've seen them. They've lost to Brighton, they've lost to Newcastle, they've lost to Aston Villa. They've still got places like Bournemouth to go and Brentford. Oh no, they beat Brentford, to be fair. That was a good victory. So Bournemouth to go. Crystal Palace is another tough away ground. There'll be a few others where you think, oh, bit tough. Obviously still need to go to Anfield as well. So yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. It is tough. They need energy. They look too lethargic overall, even during the games they win. Yeah. I think the energy in midfield is definitely an issue for sure. That's what cost them last year, because again, they just couldn't control games, and defensively they were worse last year. Defensively, they've improved. I think the keeper's an improvement from Edison, and obviously a couple of defensive changes they've made in like fullbacks and stuff like that. But overall, that midfield kind of player or that kind of combination is definitely something they need to improve on for sure. Big up Rory says triple captain Haaland on his opportunity bagging 100 goals and he fires blanks. You're welcome. Yeah, I captained him as well, man, to be fair. But there was no one really else. I don't really like captain Arsenal players just because it's a bit of a jinx for me. And I took out Salah anyway. So it's like there's no one really bagging on a regular that I kind of trust to kind of do the job. So yeah, man. It's one of those ones, man. Spurs win, you're getting it, mate. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I have to, bro. They've not beat us once. They beat us one time at the end. No, they beat us one time at home in the Premier League era in 30 plus years. They beat us once. And that was at the Emirates. They never beat us at Highbury in the Premier League era. They beat us at the Emirates 3-2 in 2010. So that's 25 years. Is that 25 years ago? Or 15 years now? Sorry, 15 years ago. I'm terrible at math. Yeah, that's 15 years ago. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. That's a major L. Big up Colin in the building, man. Hope you're good, my bro. Have you seen the links, bro? What do you think? Lazio or Liao? Oh, I'm not sure, man. I think Liao is probably, but Liao's inconsistent. But I think Liao, in terms of what we need in that position, you know, that power, that pace on the left hand side, because I think Martinelli's got pace, but not really enough a lot of power. I think Trossard's more kind of an inverted kind of player who lacks a bit of power and pace himself, but is kind of intelligent. I think Liao's kind of that power you need on the left. But again, he's inconsistent, man. Whereas your man there, I feel like he's more kind of like more creative, and he's not going to be that kind of power kind of player on the left. So yeah, man. But apparently the link I did see, bro, the links are going to be serious. So yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. What do you think, man? You have to let me know what you think. You think we should get? Because I like Semenyo, man. I like Semenyo. I know he was obviously injured today for Bournemouth. I like Semenyo's profile in it. I like whether you can transition into a big team. I don't know. Obviously, that's always the kind of the risk when you get someone that plays for Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Brentford, Brighton, if they can transition into like a top team. But I like the fact he's powerful. He can score. He can create. He's someone who's quick as well. I think that's we're missing that on the left hand side, man. I think you've got that a little bit with Madueke on the right hand side, but then obviously you've got Saka as well, so you can alternate between the two. On the left, you got Martinelli's pace, but he doesn't really have power, man. He can't really stand up a guy and just barge him off the ball and run past him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Laziz is better than Odegaard is the weak link in your team. I mean, to be fair, Odegaard, the couple of games he has played, he's actually played all right, to be honest. But yeah, obviously, again, it's one of those ones. He has been poor the last year or so. But I'll give him another opportunity. He needs to stay fit, to be honest. But yeah, I will give him another opportunity. It's going to be interesting to see, because I've not seen it enough yet, how Odegaard and Zubimendi play in the same team, because you would hope that because Zubimendi's in the same team, Odegaard will stay further forward or drift out to the left-hand side and allow Declan Rice to be like the 10, pressing from the 10 position. It's a bit similar to how Rice pressed for the Saka goal against Sunderland, playing in that 10 position. And I think that position for Odegaard might actually suit him better, and he might get the best out of that left-hand side as well. So I'm hoping that like it's more of a tactical change rather than being over-reliant on him passing to Saka on the right-hand side. I think that's been played out. I think we just rely on that too much when they're both in the team, innit? It needs to be some alternatives. So, but yeah, we'll see, man, what happens with that. But you definitely need to step up this season and keep yourself fit. At least Carlisle won for me in added time, 2-1 to remain joint top of the National League. Carlisle were terrible, but 3 points makes it even better. Always the best way as well. Your attacking midfield creative outlet is a bigger problem than your inside forwards. Now, you see, I think it's the way we're structured, though, bro. Like, I think the way Arteta has us playing, like, and again with the low blocks and stuff like that, there's not a lot of kind of focus on that kind of middle of the pitch. Anyway, there is kind of a lot of focus on the wide areas, and if you're going to do that, then the wide areas have to be like elite kind of attacking players that create loads of chances. So I think it's potentially how we're setting up and how we're playing rather than the particular players, even though Odegaard has been poor the last year and he definitely needs to step up. Because when you've seen Eze there, Eze he didn't really get the ball, bro. Like, when you actually look at the games, he's obviously not done enough as well. But again, in a new team, in a new system, he's having to press, which he didn't at Crystal Palace. He's playing in the wrong channel as well, which is always annoying. Like, he's playing on the right, but all of his best work is when he's on the left, because he can open up his body, he can curl one in on with his right foot, he can place someone in with his left foot, he can cross it with his left foot, he can bend it with his right foot. You see in the goal he scored against for England, where he bent it on the left-hand side with his right foot. Because he's playing right 10, it's like he can never get those shooting angles, because he's always on his right foot, opening his body to play out wide. He's never coming inside. So I think positionally as well, like, again, and I think this is what one of Arteta's kind of biggest kind of tropes that he does, which he's definitely need to get out of, is that he plays kind of players, when players get injured, he plays different plays in the same positions and asks them to do the same thing. Where, like, Trossard's not the same to Martinelli, like Eze's not the same to Odegaard, Madueke's not the same to Saka. Like, when you have these alternate players, Gyökeres is not the same to Havertz. Like, you have to play to their strengths rather than trying to get them to do what you want them to do, even if they are not comfortable with it. So yeah, I think that's definitely something he needs to work on. City losing, I'm not even shocked by that. Even though they beat us, they still can be got. Yeah, for sure, man. Especially away from home. But to be fair, Newcastle is a tough place to go, bro. Like, in general, like, whether it's us going there, like I said, we just about beat them. Even though I thought we deserved to win based on the balance of play, but even after that, we just about won from a corner. So they are difficult against top teams, man. It's just one of those grounds, isn't it? Odegaard fills a spot but doesn't shine and drops a man of match performance, which you want. Not recently, no. Yeah, it's yeah, I agree with that, man. Back in 2020, like I said, his last probably good season was the 2023-2024 season. He had a very good season before, when he obviously scored 15 goals. But that season, I thought he was good as well, because he was instrumental when we were beating teams 6-0, 5-0, 5-0, 6-0. He was playing in the 10. He was creating a lot of chances in those games for Saka, for Havertz. So yeah, that's probably his last. That spell was his last, probably best part of obviously an Arsenal player. Obviously, the next season he got the ankle injury for Norway in September, and then he just didn't recover. It took him a year. It just wasn't the same. He's dropping stinkers on a regular basis. This season he's been injured 3 times. He came back against Newcastle, looked decent, cameo. Played against Olympiacos. That was probably his best game in about a year and a half. He created a load of chances in that game. I think it was like 8 chances he created. We should have won the game about 6-0. But yeah, and then obviously got injured again against West Ham, so and we ain't seen him since. So yeah, he's definitely got a lot to prove still. He needs to get back to how he was a couple of seasons ago, and I still think there's a place for him in the team, but he has to be more consistent, man, and he has to stay fit as well, because he keeps getting injured now this season, so he has to keep himself fit. Odegaard's career trajectory is just up, down, up, down. When was the last time Odegaard was the best player on your team, like Ozil? What, in terms of a particular game, or just in terms of a period of time? Like I said, that Olympiacos game in October, he was by far the man of the match, man. That's the best. But again, look what I'm saying. That was the best he's played for about a year and a half. So that just shows you, in that year and a half, he's not been anywhere near that. Do you know what I mean? So, which is obviously a problem. So yeah, I think in terms of that, it's been a few years, but not to say you can't get back to it, because he can. I rate him. I still rate him still. I still think he's still a good player. But I can't just keep saying that. You have to, like, prove it. Do you know what I mean? You have to prove it yourself that you're actually still a top player, man. And keep yourself fit, like I keep saying. But yeah, man. Big up Colin says, don't think Leao will happen purely because of his work rate issues. Ledez is raw and lacks consistency at times, but technically he has the tools to be a top player. I'm not sure he's what we need. Fair enough. I don't really watch either of them really regularly, to be honest with you, bro. So yeah, I appreciate your feedback. Like I said, for me, I probably would go for Semenyo personally. We're probably not going to get him because he's probably going to go in January. We're not going to spend any more money without selling Martinelli or Trossard, which will probably happen in the summer. It's probably going to be Martinelli, if I'm being honest. And then you might probably go back in for Rodrigo. There probably will be another left winger on the scene that bursts into the scene in the next 8 months. So yeah. It says, yeah, he's a baller. The way Juventus fans talk about him, the hype is real. Semenyo would bang. They need some physicality. Yeah, I agree. Did you see Muniz comment about United, bro? Self-linking him to United. What is man doing? Muniz is a good player, though. Muniz is a very good player. But it's Olympiacos. He's not a top. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But again, bro, the thing I'll say about that, Kareem, is that he wasn't even doing that against those teams. Like, he wasn't even doing it against Olympiacos or I'm trying to think of a team now. It's rubbish. Burnley or Southampton or Like, he wasn't even doing it against them teams. Like, he was sticking out the gaff against kind of the worst teams in the league, man. Because like I said, that's the best he's performed. So the only way you can obviously analyze it is what he does from now on, obviously. But he's definitely, I'm not saying he's sitting there saying his place is secure, in my opinion, even though he's the captain. It's like, bro, you need to kind of prove it. And now, and this is why I like having a deep squad, because now there's no excuse. Because if you're keeping Eze out of the team and you're dropping stinkers like you have been for the last year, the fans are going to be calling you to get dropped. Arteta's going to be pressured to drop you as well, because it's like, bro, we've got this guy that we spent this amount of money on. You can easily replace this guy, and this guy keeps putting in bad performances. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure on him, which rightfully so, and there should be at a big club to kind of perform more. Where before, bro, we had no alternatives to Odegaard. He always played, and that's not a good thing. We people were calling for Ethan Wanyeri to start, and Ethan's 17, bro. Like, even though he's a good player, it's like, bro, like, that should not be your competition for your position. Like, and you're the captain, you should be knowing, bro, if I don't put in a good performance, I'm going to be benched for another senior player. Do you know what I mean? We tried to bring in Fabio Vieira. He was not good enough to kind of challenge him, I guess. But again, that was never really going to work, because he was a player that was young, that needed game time, but was not going to get game time because Odegaard was playing there, and he was the captain. So that kind of, thinking about it now, it's like that was never going to work, because he was never going to get the minutes he needed to develop into a decent player. And if he did get minutes, he was always going to have to hit the ground running straight away to kind of warrant his kind of staying to the team. Odegaard at that point never got injured as well. So yeah, man, it was kind of a bit of a weird transfer, to be honest with you. I heard those players have the side hustles driving Uber Eats. That's crazy, bro. That's so crazy. Southampton catch a stray. Sorry, I couldn't think of a whack team in it. But yeah, Southampton. He also got Leicester last season, got relegated. Those kind of teams. Sheffield United. He wasn't like Sheffield United. Was Sheffield United in it last year? No, the season before they were in it. To be fair, he played well against them. I'm trying to think of last season. Leicester, we beat them 4-2, and away we won 2-0 in the last minute. Odegaard played. Odegaard might have been injured, actually. I remember Ethan played, but no, Ethan was on the right. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Games like Southampton, Leicester away, Southampton. I think Southampton away, he scored the winner, but that was the last game of the season. But those kind of games, man, he just wasn't doing anything, bro. Like, a lot of games at home, he was thinking out the joint. Like, it's been a while since he's put in a string of performances that were very, really good. So I'm hoping he can come back. Yeah, but apparently he's going to be fit for tomorrow, whether it's on the bench or starting, probably on the bench. So yeah, we have to wait and see what he does. But for me, again, he has to keep himself fit, like I said, man. He has to keep himself fit, like I said. But yeah, big up everyone that's tuned in, man. It's been obviously another good watch along. Obviously, Newcastle beating Manchester City. I'll be back tomorrow for the Arsenal versus Tottenham North London derby. Make sure you guys are here for that. But yeah, man. A big on scene says wait till we get promoted and drop 200 mil on a new squad. That's definitely what you need to do, my bro, if you're gonna be going into the Premier League for sure. But yeah, my big up everyone that's tuned in. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Like I always say, don't hate the play of the game. Until tomorrow, people, I'm out. Peace.